Then
Man, I wish I had a mustache like that.
You'll just hit the no timer open, okay?
We're live.
We're live now, bro.
Oh, here we go. And he still messes it up.
What?
Dang.
No,
Brilliant engineering.
Listen, a cold open is when you just go into it and you go, "What's up, guys?"
We did.
No. Then you go, "Hey, we're here on another Thursday night." I'm sure you guys are probably have gotten all of your you've blown your wad on all of the different programs that came out right after Hard Knocks. I'm sure you've heard
Green Bay
opinions on it. I'm not sure if you want to hear our opinions. So that's why we're going to kind of talk about Velus Jones tonight. Carl, this is how you do it. Let's kick the show off. Then you do this. There's no sound to it. That's why.
Yeah, you're telling me I fucked up here. Let's just start with the timer. I'm kidding.
No. No opener tonight, guys. I messed up the cold opener because there's no sound to it.
Oh, boy.
Good job.
We are on a roll here, guys.
Yeah.
Just like the Bears, we're working out the kinks in our offense.
I want to be honest. I wasn't prepared for this show, so.
That's what you go to is the prediction?
I'm here to have fun with you guys tonight. What is up, guys? Thanks for joining. You know, it feels like every week, just Thursday. It feels like just Thursday for me because all of a sudden it's another show, and I'm like, damn, it's another show.
I thought you were going to say it feels like the first time.
Like, what are we going to talk about? 25 minutes before the show, and I'm going to tell you right now, we have a perfect thing to talk about. It is what the is going on with Foster. Is that Foster?
Man, give him a spotlight. That's my man right there.
What?
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 You're muted, Foster. You're
No,
muted.
he's not.
I'm not. I'm just it's not working. If you can't hear me, it's not.
What happened to you?
What do you mean? What happened to me? I'm fucking.
Is it the Hulk Hogan tribute night?
Hulk Hogan tribute. No, it's the Papa Smurf tribute. Oh, now it's the Master Roshi tribute. Those are not original jokes, by the way.
Oh.
What bet did you lose?
What?
Bet?
What bet did you lose?
It's hot.
But so why leave the handlebar?
It was quick and easy.
Quick and easy. That's not the first
Quick and
time
easy,
you've heard
man.
that, Foster.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
So you got to hear some of the rules.
Foster, you sound like shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, brother.
You need to hop back out and hop back in, or go reset the router or something.
Lar says it's a porn stash.
Oh, God, I'm embarrassed to have you on the show right now with that look. What's going on?
You're embarrassed when Eric Harper's got the chats like this?
Oh, no, I'm not embarrassed anymore.
I wouldn't be embarrassed whatsoever.
Looks good, Foster. Women dig it.
Amen.
Foster's hopping out right now to reset his internet or something because that was a terrible connection. Cliff Victoria says mustache rides $5.
Yes, sir.
Sports Chicago style. Triple R says porn stash Foster.
Cliff, that's a really bold comment after you were saying that it's $5 a feel for your wife. Poor PJ.
What's up, Jason UK? I know you said you was tuning out because you're going to bed, but when you watch this tomorrow, just want to say what's up to you.
What's up, Jason UK?
You bloody... Oh, I almost said the C word. I'm sorry. We don't need to get demonetized just yet.
No, not yet.
How
do you sound, Foster?
I don't know.
Like a beast.
Yeah, see, that was my
Steve
voice.
McMichael.
Heck yeah.
So, speaking of Steve McMichael, guys, I just want to say, congratulations to Steve McMichael and his family, and to all the Bears fans out there. I mean, what a glorious weekend this was for everyone involved. Fans, the family. He waited this long. He got to see it happen. There was a tear-jerking ceremony. It brought me to tears. I'm going to be honest. I would like to know how many of you grown-ass men it brought to tears like it did me, because I'm not afraid to admit it.
I'm not grown.
And oh yeah, you're a baby. But I to me it was just it was very heartfelt. I love that Jared Payton did it. I've seen a lot of stuff about that as well. So just a great weekend for Chicago and the McMichael family all around. So just want to know your guys' thoughts.
I didn't even watch the ceremony. I watched the game, but didn't watch the ceremonies. Congratulations to the McMichael family. I'm glad.
No clips or anything?
No, haven't seen anything.
Dude, the police came out and did a bagpipe song around the block and in his front yard, and ended the bagpiping in his front yard.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
At a block party. It was awesome.
Is he living in Chicago?
He's in I forgot what they said he is.
I mean, is he in Illinois?
Yeah, he's in Illinois. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Really quickly, Steve S with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Steve S. Appreciate that.
Bears.
Appreciate
What
you,
he
Steve.
said. Bears.
Yeah, but so overall,
Thank you very much, Steve.
I think it was great that Bears had 3 players that played for him get in. Hopefully this will open other doors for other special teamers with Hester. Well deserved. And I heard that his speech was actually really, really good and surprised some people. I'm like, hey.
That was the main point of his speech, PJ, was that Hester said he hopes it opens the doors for players like a Josh Cribbs.
Yeah. Yeah. So Peppers, I thought Peppers is just he just was a beast. He was played running back in high school. That big guy. Just think about trying to tackle that guy. I mean, so yes, congratulations to the 3 Bears alum that made it.
2.5.
I like 2.5.
Yeah.
I'll still say 3 because Lovey was at his door at the strike of midnight, the beginning of free agency, to get him to sign. So yes, he's a Bear.
True.
Full-fledged Bear.
Fair enough.
What I don't even know what to say. What's up, Handlebars? What's your thoughts?
Handlebars.
Mongo is just long overdue. He talked about, that's the only thing that I don't like about it, but at least it's done. I believe he's hung out to see this happen, man. He willed himself because it's just amazing what he's gone through. But one of the best. And the speech by Hester, that I watched that whole thing. It impressed me, even not only the great athlete what he is the great man that it appears that he's become through over time, man. Just a humble guy. I think he's always been pretty humble and
let's not forget Hester either. I mean, Hester.
That's what I was just talking about.
Yeah, what do you think
Peppers,
about his
Peppers,
speech?
man?
Did you like Hester's speech?
That's what I was just saying. It was very dignified and to certain points, and just something it was like an honest, open feeling from the guy. Did you guys watch his entire speech?
Yeah.
Anybody?
I did not.
I saw the whole thing live.
Okay. So go watch that, and then come back and you tell me what you guys think of it.
I apologize, Foster. I was typing in chat and missed that you had started talking about Hester. I'm an asshole.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. I'm gonna go watch that speech, and I'll catch you guys in about an hour.
Okay, man. We'll see you.
Thanks, PJ.
Okay.
Here, you know what? Let's just end the show. Thanks a lot, PJ.
That was a quick one.
Thanks a lot, Mr. Funny Guy.
Too, and just like you guys said, the whole family is his wife, his sister, the other son. There's and there's a nephew. There's a bunch of people that were doing a lot of things with McMichael over the last 3 years. We've seen it. If you're on Twitter, you've seen it.
Yeah, Miss McMichael is a good follow.
Yeah,
on Twitter.
I think I just did like sent 4 of her things, man. Retweeted, reacts, whatever the hell it is these days.
Re-exed. Yeah.
Well, Foster, to your point of the Hester speech, I think that's what you were saying. I think it was well overdue, long overdue. I'm just looking at the previous classes from 2022 and 2023.
Yep.
There's some really, really good names, man. But there's not a single one on there, in my opinion, that deserved it more than Hester. And I know that's going to be a biased take. But if you've got players like Richard Seymour, and the 2023 class has a Zach Thomas, those are Hall of Fame players. But Devin Hester changed the you-know-what game. So that's my thoughts on it. He's obviously the best to ever do it, and that's what the Hall of Fame is about, your impact on the sport of football. And he impacted it probably more than anyone else, in my opinion. So he changed the rules.
He did.
Yeah, absolutely.
1,000% changed the game. He deserves to be
Agreed,
for sure.
We don't
jump
have to
on that, Carl. They've been talking about that every year, man. The names that are going in, and why isn't Hester in for the last?
So that's what it was, right? In my opinion, the 2022 class was a sneak 'em over type class.
Yeah.
A lot of names that had been waiting, a little bit of a weaker class. All right, let's get these guys in. Hester will get there one day. And if that's the way that they handle it, sure, that's fine by me, whatever. So.
All right, I guess that's it, huh? Good job.
Well, Dan, I'm not sure if you're a fan of betting, but I know that we've got a sponsor for the stream.
Oh, yeah, by the way, we are brought to you by BetUS, where the game begins. Get a 125% sign-up bonus with the link below, bit.ly/BearsCountryPodcast-BetUS. And don't forget to download the PSF app today. Find the Bears Room chat. And I'm not exactly sure if Lester Wiltfong Jr. and I are doing games again, but more on that later. But check out the app. It's a cool site. You can basically just it's like an ongoing Twitter chat room that you can go in and talk Bears. So check that out, guys.
And if you're going to bet, please bet responsibly.
Please
fuck Green Bay.
And fuck Green Bay. Yes, we're past the 10-minute mark, so fuck Green Bay.
We did that 50 seconds in. We did it.
Well, I was
You
talking.
don't have to tell anyone. Well, let's let the algorithm do its job and see if they detect it.
I was talking over it, so I think it'll be okay. But don't ever let it happen again. Carl.
FGB
Carl.
equals on the screen, chat.
Carl.
FGB equals on the screen. That's the simple equation I've got for you guys.
Look at all the FGBs. Bring them on, guys.
Fuck them.
We should get to chat, right, guys? We haven't really done that yet.
Please say hello to our lovely chat.
Triple R, Steve S.
Doug Van Dorn.
Cliff Victoria.
Brouhaha. 7.
$5 a feel.
$5 a feel. Ron Winorski. Oh, is Scottish Bear here?
He is now.
2K.
Scottish Bear with a straight up fuck Green Bay. Not even an FGB. Wow.
I want to give Scottish Bear a personal shout out for your comment on my Austin Booker video. Thank you for your honesty. It is much appreciated.
Guys, make sure you guys check out the Thigh and My podcast as well for more on
let's not do that.
That
Carl.
Creighton Wiltfong.
J2K Designs. By the way, another shout out to J2K Designs for all of his help with the channel and rebranding it. As you can see, Bears Country background looks a lot different. The logo looks a lot different. Thank you, J2K. Check him out. Anyone that needs any design help, please make sure you check out J2K Designs.
Reach out to him.
He's making the rounds. You saw what he did for Bearski?
Yep, he's making the rounds.
J2K is the motherfucking man.
J2K is a big name.
Whoa!
You're getting choppy again there, Handlebar.
No, it's happened, Jake. Yeah, somebody said.
That cigarette smoke is interfering with your wireless internet there.
Yeah.
You got that. You smoking that stizzy? You got it on the 2.5 gig or 2.4 gigahertz band? You guys are like, what did he just say?
I'm changing his name right now.
What, Cliff? What are you going on about?
He's now Hulk Hogan.
I love it. Cliff, what are you talking about? What kind of love are you hoping for?
Hulk, hold on. You got to hop back out, hop back in again. You're getting choppy again.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, Foster.
Hop out, hop back. Do you have to try? Did you reset your modem?
I'll do it again. I just did all that right before I got on the
Okay.
Yeah, it almost sounds like
Reset your computer too.
for all the gamers in here, it sounds like speed up lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AC Adam.
AC Adam. Is Atmos in here tonight?
He sure is. You don't see him saying hello to everyone.
All right,
Bruja, Mr. Shorty.
My chat is way behind. Sorry.
What's up, Kenny?
Atmos has been here.
What's up, Atmos?
Matt Pedro. What's up, Matt?
Keds the Canuck is in here with us tonight.
Oh,
What's
Ked's
up,
is in
Ked?
here? Ked, shout out to you for that
Hales.
Master Roshi comment. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard.
You know, I can just hear it right now. All the people in the comments going, "Yeah, you took way too long to get to the content." So
Watch the clips. That's a perfect segue, Shorty. If you guys don't have the attention span to listen to the stream back when it's not live, that's fine.
Check out the clips.
We got BCP clips coming on tap, boys.
Dude, we got a BCP website coming up here soon. It's in the making. We're working on it. So check that out. We'll announce it when it does, but it's in the works.
I could have sworn I heard somebody say BBC there.
BCP. BBC?
Are you insinuating that you know about BBC, PJ?
I'm just
Please
saying.
enlighten us. Enlighten us.
Broadcasting Network?
Well, you're talking about the BCP. I'm like, wait a minute. Somebody.
No, it's the BET network. PJ's getting pissed.
Do you guys want to start talking about Velus Jones yet? Should we wait for Hulk Hogan to hop back in with us?
So I'm going to be very real with you, Shorty. Did you think that Velus Jones was the main topic today? Because I have a feeling that you did think that.
Well, based on our previous talks today, I did, but I didn't before that. So I was kind of, okay, that works for me.
I was going to view that as an off point. We can talk about it. I would like to see
But you do
save the meat and
thumbnail
potatoes for Foster.
The thumbnail now is about Velus Jones, though.
Okay, I love it. So, chat, what do you guys think about Velus Jones making the roster as RB4? The idea behind it, and I guess it doesn't matter, right?
Saves a roster spot?
No, it's not saving a roster spot. He's still going to count as the 53, right? So the idea would be, if you think that Colin Johnson, who had a great Hall of Fame game, deserves to make the roster, for the record,
yes.
Colin Johnson was the first ever player in NFL history to make a tackle on special teams with the new rules, preseason or not.
True.
He made that tackle. So he has value as a special teamer. If Colin Johnson is going to be your 6th wide receiver, that doesn't mean that Velus Jones has to be the 7th wide receiver and take reps as a wide receiver. He could just be a running back, if that's where you feel like his value is.
Love it.
Let me address 2 things real quick there, Carl.
Please.
First, he was secondary on that tackle, Colin Johnson. Secondary. Because somebody actually already made the tackle. He was heading down, then he hit him. Second,
you probably believe that Austin Booker got that sack too and not the inside defensive lineman.
No, I don't.
Okay, I'll let you keep talking then.
Second,
I'm just being an asshole.
Second, I think
It's okay, Carl.
With Velus, he reminds me kind of like a Percy Harvin. So
Interesting comparison.
So if anything,
I don't like it.
If anything, I mean, I could see him at most getting 5 carries a game. He won't get that many, and it'd be like more like a jet sweep or something like that.
Do you know how many 5 a game is?
Yeah, like 1.25.
If you get 300 carries in a year as a running back, isn't that like an excruciating amount that's like very, very abnormally high? 300 divided by 17 games? No, not. It's 17 a game.
Yeah.
But 5 times 17 is 85 runs, let alone the returns he'd be having and anything else. 5 a game seems very high. I would say more like 2.
I said at most he would get 5 a game.
Okay.
I think his value will be. I mean, even with those, it'd be like jet sweeps or something like that. He's not going to be. Uh, he'll have less of an impact than what Cohen did. Tariq Cohen had.
Yeah, that was the beauty, and I'm glad you brought up that name, right? Because if Tariq Cohen lined up in the slot, he could still run a route and catch a ball, but the defense was able to key in on him. Just like Velus Jones. If Velus Jones is on the field as a wide receiver with this wide receiving core, they're just going to key in on him.
Oh, God, I'm
so if Velus Jones is an actual running back, with a fullback, without a fullback, 3 tight ends, I don't care. Lone back, whatever. If he's a running back, it's not as obvious that he might get the ball. That's my point.
So your argument is, with him being a receiver,
I don't want him to take away snaps, routes, anything from our 3-headed beast.
No, what I'm saying is, so you're thinking that with him being a receiver, they're going to key in on him with DJ on the field, with Keenan on the field, with Adunze on the field. They could
probably play a soft coverage, right, to not let anything deep behind them, and then just key in on Velus Jones on the underneath stuff. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
I think you're totally wrong there, because I think a defense is more worried about DJ or Keenan as opposed to Velus. Velus would be the least of their concerns. They'd be like, this guy don't even catch a ball a game. So
well, if Velus is on the field for 40 snaps, then maybe you're right.
Right.
What is this?
Got Jack Lambert coming to the show.
What is this?
I want. While you guys are talking about this, I want to bring this up. How many times have you guys heard me clamoring for bring back the T formation?
Oh my God!
Forever.
Okay, forever.
21 minutes. Mark it down. It only took 20 minutes.
No, listen. I'm not going to play you any videos here because I don't want to infringe on anyone's. Go check this out. Analyzing Shane Waldron's offensive scheme. I'll tell you guys the link after I show it. All I want to show you is just this formation.
I want you to tell me who the opposing team is too.
That's a T formation. Listen,
that's the Arizona Cardinals.
Yes, it is. But this is I've been kind of looking into what the kind of offense that Shane Waldron really runs. He loves to run the Sean McVay offense, where you can't really tell what formation, if they're going to run or pass, because they're all similar, right? They all look the same. It's like they could go 2 tight end, 2 wide receiver, 1 back, but then from that formation they can go into this. They could motion into this or motion out of that, and this is basically when I say bring back the T formation, I'm talking about all of the different and styles of plays that you can develop out of that with two tight ends, with 2 really good tight ends as your blockers, or 1 really good tight end as your blocker. You could put a Mercedes Lewis in there. You could put even a Cole Kmet in there, even a Gerald Everett. Obviously we're going to be a little bit more run heavy, with the Mercedes Lewis. We might give that away a little bit more, but the other 2 tight ends they're just as good of blockers. Or not as good as Mercedes, but they're in that realm. They're good blockers. So the kinds of things that we're going to be able to see out of this offense just going into a formation like this is going to be fucking amazing to see as a Bears fan. Because you can go right from this in motion, put both your tight ends on the line, and you still have 2 receivers, 2 tight ends. It's a symmetrical formation, and then you got the single back. Or you can go from that back into this. I love what Waldron's going to bring to the table, and I think that, just to finish off on what you were saying, that's going to be the difference in this team, in this offense. That was a long-winded response. I apologize.
I also want to point out that it's not that Shane Waldron is going to take his offense and make his players fit that personnel. He's on record, whatever you want to say, of saying that the offense is going to be catered to the personnel, which is a breath of fresh air for many Justin Fields fans, but I digress there.
I'm not taking the bait, bro.
I love it. Thank you, PJ. Thank you. Smart man, smart man. That's why we're both wearing orange tonight.
God. I almost just want to not do any more shows until the first game of the season, just so we can finally hear PJ's actual opinion on Caleb Williams.
That's the exciting thing. We're going to be able to have his opinion because there is going to be some Caleb Williams footage after Saturday. He will be playing.
God help
That's
us.
if the line is healthy, right?
No, he being Matt Eberflus, announced today that the starters are playing. So,
Okay.
now, will
We'll
we
have
only
4
get
running
one
plays.
series of Caleb Williams?
Yeah.
That's possible, but we will see him.
And that speaks to the issue I have, like I had last year. I mean, I keep going back to, if we're not getting our offense, the starters, as well as defense starters, reps, come season, we're not going to be ready. And that's my biggest fear. I mean, we keep on using this excuse of not, our guys not being healthy. Well, you got Kansas City. When they're playing Patrick Mahomes, all 3 preseason games, and it's like, why are we not doing it? They just come. I mean, because that's what they did last year. They came off of a Super Bowl win, and so they played late into the season, but yet they still played their starters all 3 games.
How many snaps in those games? Yeah,
I forget. I ain't gonna lie to you. I forgot the amount, but it was more than what the Bears played their starters.
Yeah, it was. It was
So
more than
that's
what
why-
we would
smelling some BS.
You smelling some? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
all right. But
I think so.
facts are facts. You might want to get your nose fixed, but yeah.
That's real. That's a real comment. I like that.
Get your nose fixed, Carl.
But yeah, it's like we have to get these. We gotta get our guys working together, playing together, and all these things. And you only do that by playing together. I mean, yeah, you can do your practice, but practice is not like games because I am glad that they did get him to go out there and warm up last week, Caleb. I'm glad they did that. That kudos to them for that part. But man, get him used to it, get him comfortable to where we can hit the ground running, figuratively as well as.
As well as.
I just left it alone, man.
It's just. I'm waiting for a response over here. I'm like.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing you were saying last year, PJ. It literally is. I mean, you pretty much we were talking the same thing last year. How do you get any continuity if you're I know you're practicing, but how do you get game time continuity? You got to play games.
Yeah, and I mean that's what I'm telling you, Shorty. You keep on thinking that it's this thing I got against Caleb. I don't have nothing against Caleb because he's our quarterback now. Like I told you, I think he was the best quarterback in the draft. We're at a point now where he's a rookie. He needs reps. He needs live reps in a game. He needs that in order to help his development.
I have 2 questions. Did everyone here on the panel see Hard Knocks?
Yes, I did.
I sure did.
I did not.
Uh-oh.
Do you have access to HBO?
No.
Jack, what's going on, buddy?
Dude,
We gotta fix that.
I don't even know where my TV's at right now.
Do you have Verizon?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who here in chat, does anyone else not have access to the Hard Knocks episodes on HBO?
Uh-oh.
I'm asking because we want.
Give it away?
Well, no. Carl and I talked about doing something special for you guys. If you do not have access to Hard Knocks, shoot us an email at BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com.
Where is that at? I'm going to send you one.
You don't have the email? It's in the description.
What's the email?
Fucking Jack Lambert. BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com.
Okay.
If you do not have access to the show, send us an email and we have something that we can help you out with. So just shoot us an email and we'll go from there. That's all we need to say.
J2K seems to have your back too, Mr. Jack Lambert.
Antlers
Carving.
I was busy carving.
Oh no. Oh no.
Jack, you're gonna have to watch that. We'll talk after the show.
Love it.
Fucking Jack Lambert.
I'll get to it next week.
You'll get to it after the show, damn it.
Well, PJ, I have some news for you. It seems that the last 3 years, Patrick Mahomes, since 2021 and so forth, in the preseason as a total, has had 29, 26, and 17 pass attempts. So if you think that that's quality time to help get into rhythm, I think that the Bears said that they want to have Caleb have more than that. I think the number was 50, but I can't remember.
Stop what you said. You said 29. What else?
In 2021, Patrick Mahomes in the preseason, out of 3 games, had 29 pass attempts. In 2022, in 2 games, Patrick Mahomes had 22 pass attempts. And in 2023, this past year, in 2 games, Patrick Mahomes had 19 passing attempts.
So how many reps did he take?
Yep.
I mean, if that's what you include with the rep as well, it's not giving me that information. Fox Sports is letting me down.
Okay, so when you say that, I was wrong because Matt wants to give him 45 to 50 reps, let's compare reps to reps, not pass attempts to pass attempts.
I have no reps. I have no information on that because Fox apparently is letting me down. But in the same breath, Caleb Williams technically did get reps during the Hall of Fame game. Not during the game, but he still was lining up underneath the center and simulating. So, if you want to split hairs, we can split hairs.
So if he's
simulating
per Hard Knocks, if he's getting 213 reps per week,
yeah,
is that enough? If he,
I know, no. PJ needs 214, not 13, 214.
What I need is live game reps. I don't need no reps in
Trust me,
warm-ups.
I need the NFL season to start against the Tennessee Titans as well. On September 8th at noon on Fox Sports in Soldier Field. I'm ready.
I need our offensive linemen to not take so many reps in practice to where they're getting hurt all the time. And like, hey, save some up for the game, bro. I mean, like,
Nate Davis isn't saving anything, and he's still not playing. So it's getting scary, guys.
Did Justin Fields get 10 pass attempts per game? So that's about what Mahomes is averaging in the preseason. 10 passing attempts per game.
Yeah.
Look at the math. Do the math. It's close to that.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, you got to get these guys some reps. I'm sorry. I mean, I come from an era, Carl, where I couldn't.
Why is it so damn funny?
I come from an era where we used to have 6 preseason games. So by the time the season came, the players was ready. And I saw, and I really believed in my heart that watching the first 4 games of the season last year, we were so unprepared and so not ready for the season to start that we started off 0-4. We did that under Nagy. I think 1 year with Nagy. I think that's when we had our best season, the 2018.
I'm not even going to get into that. I have zero thought.
When he talked about having talent for his players, that's when we hit the ground running. Whereas ever since then, it's like they're not playing the starters, resting the starters. Why? Get them out, let them play, let them get ready for the season.
Dead air.
I don't know.
Wow, I'm expecting somebody to take that over.
It's a new era of football where the Kansas City Chiefs essentially have publicly admitted that they don't care about the first 4 weeks of the season because they know that they'll be good. The Bears are not that good. They're going to have to get themselves into gear, but I don't know if it's worth trotting out your starters 3 quarters every game of the preseason.
I'm not saying 3 quarters, but every game this year, even including the playoff, the Hall of Fame game, they should have had their starters out there. I don't care if it was for 1 series. You should have had the starters out there. And now this week coming up, being your first official, I guess, preseason game, they should at least play a quarter to me. Second game, at least 2 quarters. Because the third game, they probably won't even play them in, talking about, we got to look at, the final roster spot, so probably won't play them in. We're not playing our starters enough. We're just not.
Is there any truth at all to it that maybe they didn't want because that was 1 extra game for everyone else?
Yeah.
That maybe they didn't want to give away 1 extra game
against the team that they're playing the second week of the season on Sunday Night Football.
I don't care if you would have ran the ball 3 times and punted it. You could have just had.
Well, you'll probably get that this week.
PJ, they could have seen how he
Yeah.
handed off the ball.
No soup for you.
Yep.
They could be looking for the handoff and trying to find ways that they're gonna look for his play action based on his handoffs. You know.
That's a real
And that-
stretch there, Shorty.
PJ, you watched the whole Hall of Fame game?
Yes, sir.
That was a terrible playing surface. There was a
Yeah.
high school playing surface covered in pellets with people slipping.
Yep.
So I'm very glad that the Bears did not play their offensive starters against.
I know we didn't have you last year here, Carl.
Here we go.
No, I mean,
Carl.
I'm being serious. But
No, he means Carl.
how did you feel when the Bears started off 0-4? What did you think? What do you think contributed to them starting 0?
You do not want me to answer that question.
Well, yeah. If you want to sit up and just blame one person, go ahead. But again, Bears as an organization, as a whole team, we started off 0-4, looking dead in the water. Why do you think that was?
Well, coming off of a season where you earned the first overall pick, starting 0-4 is not unheard of. But I'll say it. You had below average passing play out of your quarterback. You had offensive starters who were, I think there were some injuries. I know that you could have said that Chase Claypool was injured because whether he was on the field or not, he did not contribute. He was supposed to step up. I believe Tevin Jenkins was injured for that season, or to start that season as well last year, or 2 years ago. So, yeah. No, you're talking about last year. Okay.
All in all, I'm fine with the Hall of Fame game. Nobody really ever plays in it anyways. It's all about just evaluating the players. And who gives a shit? But I will say that what I like what Scottish Bear is saying here, the Canadian Eagles got injured during the splits.
Yeah.
If you watch Hard Knocks.
Theo Benedict?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a character. Reminds me of Foster tonight coming out with his chin pussy.
Let me see if I can find you guys that unofficial depth chart that the Bears released. Theo Benedict, I think, was considered a guard, and he maybe a guard. I don't think he was a tackle, but he was actually higher than I originally put him. They had plans for him.
I tell you what, while you pulling that up, Carvin looked awfully good playing center and guard.
Yes, thank you.
He looked really good playing center and guard.
He did.
I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. Foster, is that you? For all we know, you have a twin brother. Came out here tonight.
Dude's off the stairs.
Shit.
Say something so we can tell it's you.
I started to say something a couple times, man, but you guys are making the same valid points I would. I was going to say, man, before the game last week, or pre-game, I was saying how, I don't know if you guys remember, because it was a short show. I was like, it doesn't matter what they do in the Hall of Fame game. It's what they do after it. And that was a good game to see what you truly have in your depth. Maybe find somebody or see somebody who, okay, this guy's, and we did. We saw both
like your tight ends.
We saw both of those.
Yes, I agree.
Man, what's the talk even with I hear stuff about Herbert maybe trading him. Colin Johnson. No,
there was. I would like to shoot that down immediately, and I know someone in the chat put that earlier regarding Mr.
I didn't see it.
Wow, Juice Herbert, Khalil Herbert. He was the second running back to come out, so effectively they think that he was with the third stringers, and that was sending a message. They were rotating. He was the second to see the field, but he was still playing with the twos, and he looked damn good. So the only chatter about Khalil Herbert being traded, in my opinion, is smoke from our community, not of the insider community, if that makes sense.
There's no way.
We're right where we started. We know nothing.
He's a running back under contract, and his contract, I think, is no more than, $2 million because he was a 6th-round pick? It's arguably the best contract in the NFL. There's no reason to trade him away for nothing or cut him. That's stupid.
Well, it wasn't for nothing. I heard we were going to get a 3rd-round pick in exchange for him in a 6th.
Yeah, so many good points in chat. Thank you guys. Doug or VHS, yes, he was playing with the 2s against the 3s, but he still looked damn good. Scottish Bear, thank you. There is no official depth chart from the Bears. It is through the media, but it's all we've got. It's the only tangible thing we have.
Yes.
He actually played more reps than intended due to some minor injuries. Did you know that?
Ian Wheeler was not playing because he was hurt. Travis Homer, same story, I believe. And that's why the Bears also signed Demetric Felton.
Roshan even got a little banged up in that preseason game.
I believe it, but Roshan also looked damn good.
Yes. Well, yeah.
Roshan is the better blocker.
That's my guy.
Right? Khalil Herbert, you put him in, he's like your little change of pace back. Roshan should be the starter, in my opinion.
That's that's why they signed DeAndre Swift, right? Because when DeAndre Swift, if he's considered a 3-down back, he's going to come out, and then your second back is actually a combination of Herbert and Roshan, in my opinion.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot about that.
Pander to their skill set. The second back, if you need a true runner, an explosive change of pace, that'd probably be Herbert.
Yeah.
If Swift can't play a third down because he's gassed and you need a pass blocker, in comes Roshan Johnson. So they're both second backs.
Or a yard. Pass blocker or a yard.
Yeah.
That speaks into what you guys was talking about, what we were talking about earlier. Velus Jones. If you already have 3 really good running backs.
T formation, baby.
Where does Velus Jones fit into this equation? I mean, again, I think what that Hall of Fame game showed to me with Herbert is they was setting him up for advertisement for a trade partner.
And you're not wrong, right? Because this is the Travis Gibson story all over again. Travis Gibson probably played 90% of the snaps for the Bears in the preseason last year. Where did he end up? Not on the Bears.
Right. So I think that's what happened with her. I mean, I like Herbert. I have stated, and I will continue to always state, I hate when new GMs come and feel as though they have to get their guys in and let guys who have already been drafted here, playing here, let them go by the wayside. I hate that, but that's the way of the NFL, and I think that's what Herbert is falling into because Poles has brought in Swift, brought in Roshan Johnson, so he brought in Velus. So Herbert having already been here is not his guy. So, man, he might be on his way out. Same thing would happen with Gibson last year.
Not right now, but you could easily see Khalil Herbert simply walk after this year.
Well, yeah, you can see that. And you won't get much. I mean, that's what I'm saying. So you showcase him. Hopefully a team will give you a fit for him or something, as opposed to if you let him walk after the end of the year, you're not going to get much in compensation as far as a compensation pick. Because running backs don't give you much.
I'm gonna let our chat correct me on this one, but am I correct in saying that the first running back taken in this year's draft didn't get drafted until the middle of the second round, end of the second round? The value of that position is severely changed as to what it once was.
Obviously,
when you saw guys like Adrian Peterson get drafted top 10.
Yeah.
Herbert is, in my opinion, a guy another team would consider a dime a dozen. We as fans like him because he's a good player. But there's another fan on the Titans, the Texans.
We love him because he's our homegrown player.
Exactly. But if I'm going to find the list of the Houston Texans running backs, their room is shocking. They have like 3 or 4 running backs who in the last 3 years have been full-time RB1s. It's insane how many names they have. So we like Herbert, but the rest of the NFL might not like him. That's why, in my opinion, you could probably get a 7th for him. You spent a 6th to get him. But on his contract at, less than $2 million, he is probably worth every penny, and you can't get more in a trade.
Well, there was a rumor that Bears had already been offered a late-round pick, as in either a 6th or a 7th for him, and they turned it down. That was a rumor. I forgot where I heard the rumor at, so forgive me. But I heard it on one of the reporting stations.
I believe you.
That the Bears were offered that already.
I'm furiously scrambling to get this running back room. Okay, so the list of running backs currently on the Houston Texans roster. Cam Akers, someone who I've never heard of. British Brooks.
From the Rams, Cam Akers.
Oh, no, I'm saying British Brooks is the player I've never heard of. Sorry.
Oh, okay. All right.
Jawar Jordan. Joe Mixon. Someone named Dare O. I can't say the last name. Damian Pierce. J.J. Taylor. I mean, they've got a lot of names, so they may not be as good. I think when I made the comment I just made, I think I was thinking they still had Devin Singletary too. But as you can see, they've got a lot of names and a lot of talent there. Maybe not the high-end talent like the Bears have with Swift, but again, I think that the NFL doesn't value running backs as much as we value, as Bears fans, as much as we value Herbert.
They don't, but and Houston's got really two good running backs. Those guys are really good. So
Now, wasn't Herbert one of the league's best as far as yards per carry, when he one of the league's best?
I think so.
So, I mean, he offers some value. He has some value there.
It's all how the GM, the general manager, will interact with the other general managers. And if anyone can get value out of players that they own, it probably would be Ryan Poles and Ian Cunningham. So I don't doubt if they can get a trade done, but
Khalil Herbert is averaging 4.9 rushing yards per rush in his career.
And that was the old measuring stick, right? 4 yards a carry. If you can get 4 yards a carry, that averages a first down on 3 carries. That's really
Basically,
good.
you give them 2 carries, and it's a quarterback sneak for a first down, if that's...
Right, yeah. But 5 feels really good.
I don't know. I mean, Khalil Herbert seems like a great homegrown talent. Is he worth... it depends on what his contract's going to become, right? Is he worth paying? I don't know. Are you going to give him a Swift contract? No.
Well, not if you already have Swift under that contract.
Well, right, but would anybody else give him that contract? Is what I'm saying.
No, and a lot of people will already say that the Bears overpaid for Swift, but no, I don't think that he is a player who's going to be getting double-digit millions per year.
I mean, I love Khalil Herbert, but I just see him as a guy that he's like one of those once your contract is up, guys, you're out of here. I mean, they can replace him with somebody else.
Yeah, and he's probably going to be the RB2 or RB3 of a contender for the rest of his career. Whether he signs 1 or 2 year contracts, it'll be up to him to keep himself in good shape.
Yep.
And he'll have a good career. He already has.
Yep.
As a 6th round pick, he's already exceeded expectations.
100%.
Just like how he's exceeded how many feet or toes he has on his feet. He's got 11 toes, if you guys didn't know that.
Quick shout out to chat. Leo Factor, Raging Oracle, Steve Phillips. What's up, guys? STC. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for joining us.
Kenny.
Kenny.
But yeah, I mean, I just think that, the move of Velus to running back is in a crowded room kind of I mean, like I told you, I envision him as more of a Debo Samuel, a person Harvin sort of guy, to where you have him in different positions. Hopefully he can handle the load of learning these other positions, but just to say he's a RB3, no, I don't want to see him as that, because I want him to be my Swiss Army knife, to where he can do a lot of different things, to where more than anything, he can give me a mismatch, to where if they got the corners on our big corner or on our top corners, then we can put him out in the pass route if he got a linebacker on him. Something along those lines. I mean, I just want to see us utilize him, because he's a weapon. I think Shane Walton can do it. I think he can find a place to utilize him. I just hope he does, because he has good size, boss. He has good size as far as a running back or a wide receiver / running back. He's no light guy like a Mooney. He's
right. Yeah. We haven't said this yet, so I'll just state the obvious. His true value comes from his size. And again, PJ, pause. So he will have to prove himself as a returner.
Size
because
matter.
as we saw, a returner of kicks, that is, with these new rules. Because we saw that a smaller, potentially more quick and agile player with Tyler Scott, that experiment has already failed. He got blown back multiple times on those kicks. One was really, really bad. So I don't think that he'll be able to hold up. Now, he being Tyler Scott, can actually catch the ball. And Velus Jones can't catch the ball. That's why I'm very hesitant to call Velus Jones Swiss Army knife, because that would imply he can catch, which he can't.
Can you imagine Velus Jones in this formation?
He would be really good as the guy who's standing on the Cardinals' eye, right? Like, he could run. He could also receive the ball somehow in, like, a motion over to the quarterback's left. So, yes, I like it. And, again, this is a very exotic... Can you run the play? I want to see what the result was.
I can tell you what it was. I remember this play. If I'm not mistaken, it's a pass play.
Sure.
And the pass, because those two tight ends go out in pattern, and I think
you could set it up to like 2 times speed shorty and just play it once through and then cut it. Like, I don't need to. Yeah. So exactly, the inside tight end, he was the one who came on the block, right? Yeah, the one who's not on the eyeball, standing in the red of the bird. He actually stays in a block, and the other is a tight end on the eye who comes out to receive a pass. And I even think the ball goes his way. No. Well, maybe. Yes, he clearly did.
It did go his way.
So, yeah, like I said, that would probably be the best spot for Velus in a little bit more of an exotic way. And obviously, Shane Waldron is going to be able to design plays a little bit better than Mr. T formation here.
But the special thing about that play,
that's part of a T formation. I'm sorry. It is. It's 3 running backs.
No, it's actually 2 tight ends.
Yeah, but it's 3 in the backfield. Besides the quarterback. That makes it a T formation, no matter how you look at it.
T, man. It's the old
What I'm
T.
saying is,
This looks like the low T formation.
It's still 3 behind the line.
okay,
with the
well, the
quarterback.
point I was trying to make is when you trot out 2 tight ends, most teams are going to trot out their heavy set to combat that. So therefore, by you trotting out 2 tight ends, they're going to say, okay, they're going heavy, so we're going to go a little bit heavy. Now you come up with this formation.
That is not a heavy formation on defense, for the record.
But if they did that, it plays right into your concept. Then you move those 2 tight ends to the line, and you go into a 12 personnel, but there's 2 receivers and 1 back. It's perfectly symmetrical. Now you go past.
Don't say perfectly symmetrical
to
to strengthen your argument on the T formation. Where's the weight on that? Yeah, LOL, low T is right.
No, my point is you're using the T formation to your advantage to set up other plays.
This is the low T formation.
Still,
Low T.
still has 3 backs behind the
T
line.
stands for testosterone.
Get some of
If you
that.
aren't picking up what I'm putting down.
Get some of that testosterone booster, man.
Do I need more testosterone? Should I be more?
Nugenics, total T.
Should I get out?
Find it at your local grocery.
You need the T formation. See what I'm talking about right here? This is a T formation right here, guys. You got 3. You got 3 behind the line. 3 behind the line, guys. Is that enough?
Start again. I missed that. I was muted.
Hey, here's what you want. You want the T formation? You got to get 3 behind the line. You get the line stack. You get 3 behind. You got the quarterback. You got 3 behind the line. Go in a T4. You can move on to a low T. You can move on to a high T.
A low T. Move to a low T.
Shout out to Macho Man Randy Savage.
No, that's Jack Lambier in the chat.
It should have been Foster doing that shit.
I don't know if I want Foster doing that. He might pass
I
out.
was going to ask you guys this because you're talking about Velus Jones and what's going on there and the kickoff rules. Something you guys were talking about a little bit earlier. Somebody brought that up. You think we'll see more running backs do kickoff returns? Because you got these guys closer and closer, and instead of a little guy busting through. I know you guys are just talking about it, but you need somebody to hit a hole, man. If there is
Jack, you know all about hitting holes, especially if there's 2 holes. But anyway, who is the player that you think is second? Who do you think is second in the depth chart at kick returner? Because that's an important position because they may have 2 returners back every single time. After Velus would be who?
Khalil Herbert or DeAndre Carter?
I think it would be Khalil Herbert. So.
I was going to ask, absolutely bring him up because of the position, man. And he likes running on the outside. If he gets a chance to do it, kickoff. Why not?
I'm hoping we see a lot of Ian Wheeler and DeAndre Carter for the returns this game.
I know. I was just responding to chat with that. Ooh.
So
Ian Wheeler was the guy I was looking for.
So what do you guys think about this? I just thought about this as I'm listening to you guys talk. You know how we run the.
I can hardly look at you tonight. What the fuck? Why did
I'm
you do this to
laughing. I'm
yourself?
sorry, Peach. I was laughing at Steve Phillips' comment.
I'm just laughing at Foster the whole night. Sorry, PJ. Go ahead.
I mean, so if we get the ball, and start running like a zone blocking on a kickoff with the new rules, and then that one cut back and then he goes, because I know they did real vanilla in the first game, but seemed like because the blockers are closer now, seemed like you could probably do more of a zone blocking scheme on a kickoff.
Well, I mean, the only thing I've really heard from the starters, and I don't know if DeAndre Carter is a starter, but he said that the returner should be able to dictate the way that the coverage is, but he pointed out that the blockers are having a harder time to be able to essentially hold their block. It was already difficult, he said, but now with this way, it's harder. I really don't know if you can do a zone blocking scheme on it. I think it's going to be more of who can get creative.
Yeah.
What's that?
It would depend where the ball lands.
Exactly. Because if you said, okay, we're going to be returning it to the left, whatever the left is, and they kick it to the right, you could be screwed. Or I guess it'd be the same side, right? I don't know what I'm saying. But anyway, I think that it's not going to be as easy as you would like it to be. I think there's going to be like your back pocket plays where you've got something like a double reverse where like a Velus would receive it and then hand it off to someone and then someone else would get it on like a fake reverse. But you'd only be able to do that once before they know what it is. So you'd have to have it in like your back pocket. I don't know. It's a whole brand new thing, right? So we could sound totally. I know I sound totally stupid. I'm excited to see what they do during the regular season because I don't think we're going to get the true what's happening during the preseason.
Buka.
King Booker World, Leo Factor.
What's up, Buka?
Yeah, thanks, Cliff. You said that a lot more elegantly than I did.
Did you see what I said to chat?
Bro, are you like reminiscing on your countless amounts of handlebar mustache rides? Like, what's going on here?
I can't focus tonight. Foster he came with a chin pussy tonight and fucked me all up, man.
Chin pussy.
I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with that, Foster. And I feel like I'm talking to like your long lost twin brother.
I agree with
what did you do with
I'm
Foster?
not even going to respond. I don't know what to even respond, but here's a name I do
Same
not
here.
recognize. Did I miss? Stockton 209 Bravo.
Stockton, that's a new one.
Velus will be held in the backfield sometimes. He's not going to be a running back.
Yeah, that's kind of a good point. Thank you for joining us. Great to see you that's a first caller, Stockton. Thanks for joining us.
Any kind of midlife Stockman?
Stockton, this is not normally how Foster looks at the bottom right of the screen. He normally doesn't have.
Actually, you need to go back and look at the shows in the beginning because this is exactly how I look.
Oh, God, no, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Was it that bad?
Foster's a good-looking guy.
Oh, he's a great-looking guy, but
I'm out
by that. He's pulling himself.
You're like, wait a minute, too much estrogen going on around here.
Yeah, breaking news: Shorty can't keep it in his pants.
Sorry, I'm moving on. I'm getting control of myself.
Stockton said he's a long-time comment here and there.
Okay.
You said what? What did you say?
That's why I said I could not a long time comment here and there.
Sorry, Stockton. We appreciate you. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Well, Dan, what about this comment on screen from Steve Phillips?
Steve can go eat it.
It's Steve Phillips. Tell Dan to go suck it.
Steve Phillips can go eat a bag of dicks.
I wish I had the clip of Shorty. I have these audio clips I need to finalize, but it's from a couple streams ago where Shorty goes, "I'm sorry I farted in your face."
Steve Phillips, he's my cousin. He's my brother. So I can tell him to go eat a bag of dicks.
So see what happens when you are so close to somebody. You can tell them to go do what now?
Eat a bag of dicks.
Man, there you go.
Eat a bag of dicks, Steve
Scrumptious.
Phillips. He's probably eating one right now. He probably already has it in his hand. Like, oh, well, thank you. I'm gonna continue eating my bag of dicks.
There's no other show that you can get this type of content from. I'm just trying to tell you guys. You can get this from no other show. I guarantee it.
Did you come here for bears or fun? Because if you came here for both, you're getting them. Shit. You know, I work fucking 12, 13, 14 hours a day. This is for fun. If you think that... Okay, wait, can I go on a rant right now?
After you get
Dan, Dan, you can't, because you just started doing that. I did that shit for like 40 fucking years straight. That's all I'm going to say.
What? Go on rants?
Working 14 hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, fuck me, Jack Lambert.
I'll pass. I'll pass on that.
I told you.
I'll pass on that.
Can I go on a rant? Can I go on a rant?
I don't know. Can you?
Man. It's your show. You can do whatever the hell you want.
Can I just say that for any one of you that like just blows on CHGO sports, I just want to go. This is my rant. This is a rant about CHGO sports. Pause. Any one of you that like donates your hard-earned money to CHGO. I don't really like CHGO sports. Okay, here's why. They're a conglomerate that's a billionaire that bought. He must be a news agency that bought like all these people, and just one of them is an actual podcaster and brought them all on and made this podcast. And they're like trying to take over the world as the biggest Bears podcaster of all time. And they're going on at CHGO at night now and all this other shit. And all you people that are 50, 20, 100, 50, 25, $10 that you're donating to their super chats. Do you really think it's going to them? Is it really going to Greg Bragg? Is it really going to Adam Hogue? Is it really going to Carm and all those other guys on there? No, it's going to the person that started the channel. Okay? It is a big name conglomerate that everyone is buying into, thinking it's some like homegrown thing, unlike this. So this is a channel that a lot of money is put into and very little is gotten back. Do I care? No, because I do this for fun. So I work my ass off and I try to come here every Thursday night to fuck off with you guys and have fun. So if you are not having fun on this show, if you find it repulsive or it's not enough Bears content, please fuck off and go to CHGO because they will give it to you. And by the way, go give them your $50 in super chat that they're going to split. Actually, YouTube takes and donates 25% of that to the government, and then they take another 22% on top of that. So if you donate $50, they get $27.50. So if you think you're going to support that channel with your hard-earned money and give it to NBC Sports or whoever the hell owns CHGO Sports, good for you. But if you want to come here and have a good time, I'm not asking you for your money. Thank you for your $2 and euro Scottish Bear. I appreciate your super chat. Thank you. But I'm here to tell you, I'm not doing it for that. The money that I put out every month for all of us to have fun is for us to have fun. So come here to have fun first. I'm almost done. And then we're going to talk Bears on top of that. And everything else is going to be fun in between. And I just wanted to say that because I've got a hair at my ass about CHGO Sports. I'm sorry. I just think it's a big name bullshit conglomerate that people are like just giving all their money to, thinking they're giving it to whoever is on the channel, but they're not. They're giving it to the billionaire that made CHGO Sports.
CHGO somehow just.
I'm Dr. Dick Richards. You may know.
That's all. I'm done ranting.
Yeah, views expressed by Shorty is his views.
They are my views of BCP. I'll tell you that right now. But they're not these three guys. They're mine.
So those of you who have a problem with his views, don't take it out on the rest of us.
We were talking about this week, and Carl's like, "Damn, you have a problem with CHGO Sports?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." He's like, "Well, didn't they earn the right to?" I'm like, "Yes, they did." But you know what? All those fuckers have jobs. They work for NBC Sports. They work for da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They're covering the Bears. They're at the games. Why? Why are you going on after every Hard Knocks and stealing all the views from. It's you know why we don't do a show on after Hard Knocks? Because everybody else is. What's the fucking point?
Yeah.
Are we sitting here talking about Hard Knocks and like, no, we're here to have fun and talk about the Bears. Period. So
most importantly, we're here to have fun.
I'm done. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go off on a rant.
Ironic that came after my low T comment. There's the testosterone the chat was looking for.
They got some pull, Dan. I just heard we've been demonetized.
Are we demonetized now? Are we out of here? Yeah.
The channel's been taken down. Yeah, we're not talking to anyone. We're talking into the void right now.
Right.
Listen, I love Greg.
Cliff, are you still there?
Greg Braggs is self-made. He started off on the Barroom Network. Then they split off, went to TTNL. He's the only podcaster on there. Everybody else is fucking. They're all media people.
Braggs is a young man of my heart. He's a fucking bricklayer.
You guys are just here's $50. Here's $25. Here's
that's how that happened, man.
Shorty, don't stop there. Keep going.
Got it.
Don't stop now, boys.
Sorry, guys.
What do you think about Chat Sports?
Harrison Grand and Company.
What do you think about Chat Sports, Dan?
Listen,
the people want to know.
This has nothing to do with anyone's super chats or anything. Like, if I could make the money back that I put into it every month, that I'd be happy with that. But I don't. I don't give a shit because people don't realize that. They think that. Do you think anyone on CHGO Sports is making the thumbnail? Oh, any one of those characters are making the thumbnails. They're going out and producing. They're putting out the fucking streams for the shows. They're putting in their own money to make the video clip. No, nobody is doing that on there. They're just there to talk. And they're paid by someone who decided they were going to take over the Bears YouTube world. And now they're sucking it out. It just drives me crazy. Sorry, I'm done. I'm gonna pull myself. You guys.
Well,
he had to pull himself. He told me to put this on the screen, so I don't know if he wants to support that idea, but
subs are down 400.
Man.
PJ's lost for words.
Yeah.
So how about them Bears?
Yeah, how about the Bears? Yeah. Got Buffalo this week. How about that? You're muted.
How about all this stuff that I brought up the last 2 weeks, and it's even getting worse with the interior offensive line. Who's what?
Thank you.
Well, our greatest fear is being realized, right? Ryan Bates is not the center I wanted him to be. He's the right guard that the Bears may have anticipated him being, because we're not getting anything out of Nate Davis
at this point.
Now, I heard a rumor yesterday, and I say rumor because I was listening to, watching YouTube and watching.
Rumor? You were probably listening to CHGO.
Actually, I'm just kidding. I was watching the Pittsburgh coverage of a training camp.
Why were you watching Pittsburgh training camp, PJ?
You guys gotta follow. You guys have to follow me on this, though, man. Because
I already know. Go ahead, because I know what you're going to talk about.
Because they was talking about the Pittsburgh Steelers trading for Ayuk.
Yep.
And part of the trade package.
I didn't do that one. Good job, Shorty.
That was me. Sorry.
I know it was you.
Part of
in and out.
Part of the trade package was James Daniels going to San Francisco. And I was like, man, if we could somehow get in that trade to where we could give San Francisco Davis and we get James Daniels, we can actually have a player who could be here and playing every game as opposed to who's missing. And in that scenario, Tevin Jenkins can get moved back to right guard. Ooh. I know Carl don't care about that, but
you had me at right guard.
Yeah, but why are they taking Nate Davis? What else are we giving them?
No, that's what I'm saying. What Pittsburgh would do is, because San Francisco in this trade package is wanting a draft pick as well as a offensive lineman.
Yeah.
So we send them.
The real rumors are wide receiver. But
say it again.
The real rumors are that San Francisco will not trade Ayuk away unless they're getting a receiver back.
Well, I'm just going by what I heard yesterday on the thing. So I mean, I'm not disputing what you're saying. I'm just according to what they said about giving up a offensive linemen. So that's what I'm saying. Instead of we give them our offensive lineman to get in that trade while receiving another offensive lineman in James Daniels. That's the only point I'm making.
I've got dreams too, PJ, but they don't come to fruition often. So,
well, hey, I'm good at speculation and pontification. Shorty taught me well.
Oh, yeah, I did. I did. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Shorty's been pontificating off of the edibles.
Pay your dues if you sing the blues.
Yes, Laz, it's a fantasy. I agree. But hey, fantasies do come true. I used to watch Fantasy Island.
How about we just get James Daniels back for a season?
Hey,
I remember there being heavy criticism of James Daniels on the Bears, though. So
I actually liked him when he played. I thought he played his best ball when he played left guard.
Exactly, that was always the thing. Oh, he's not a center. He can't snap.
It was only the last season where there was controversy with him.
Yeah, I thought he played actually
Some of
pretty
that
well.
was internal.
I really did. I thought he played
was
well.
drafted as a center, I'm almost certain, but then yes, he ultimately moved to guard. That's when I believe Cody Whitehair became the center. So,
what is up, King Book of World, Eduardo Isaac Rodriguez, and Laz? Thanks for joining us. Scottish Bear, good to see you. I can't believe you're this late still.
Yeah. Scottish Bear, that's factual. The 49ers in New England, I actually think, had an agreement in place, but Ayuk turned them down, and New England tried to make sure that their wide receivers didn't get disgruntled by saying, oh, you know what, let's just forget it. This never happened. But yes, the 49ers have identified the Patriots as the worst team draft capital-wise, so best draft capital, out of all the contenders, or suitors for Ayuk.
But Ayuk basically says he just want to go to the Pittsburgh Steelers only.
Whoa.
The Browns are a team that were interested in that as well, which that just seems so weird to me. If you're the Browns, why would you give up Amari Cooper and draft capital for Ayuk? Just to pay Ayuk.
Well, they just got through paying Jerry Jeudy.
Yeah, that's a fun one, isn't it? Jerry Jeudy, who had a terrible season, a fantasy owner of Jerry Jeudy. Terrible player. I literally cut him, and all of a sudden he's making big bucks.
Yeah. And
that's the Browns way. Give an undeserving player a big bag.
Yeah.
The Cleveland Browns way.
Like Laz
we'll put that on YouTube Shorts.
Hey, like Laz says, though, fantasy.
Fantasy football. Aldi Gondor hit my DMs.
Aldi Gondor.
Do you even know what Gondor is?
Yeah.
What is it?
Gondor? Gondor the Great?
No, I think PJ actually said it.
Lord of the Rings.
Thank you. Yes.
Gondor.
That's one I actually watched because I couldn't get into Harry Potter, but I actually watched Lord of the Rings.
Is Gondor?
I should bust out my Lord of the Rings Magic the Gathering cards.
Is Gondor the wizard? Gondor is the wizard, right?
No, that's Gandalf.
Gandalf, thank you.
Gondor is the White City.
Yes. The kingdom of the Middle Earth.
Look at Doug Van.
Yeah, VHS is getting down. Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Look, he made Carl pull himself.
No, he went to go get something, I'm sure.
He's probably got like a Lord of the Rings statue he's going to bring out and be like, look at this. Look how much of a dork I am.
I read the book.
I still have the book too, by the way.
So do I. The one I read, like.
What you mean you read the book?
Open that shit. It smells like the 40s, right?
You were there. What you mean? You didn't read the book. You were there, bro.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, my precious. That's what you look like without your beard. Christ. I have to go back now. That's awful. Put it away, Foster. Where's the wig?
I love you, Foster, man. I love you, bro.
I love you guys. Even Carl.
Fucking Carl over
So
here.
what were you guys saying? Were you calling me a nerd?
Dork. Yeah, you did. You pulled out some dorky shit. Okay. What is this?
I told you.
You can't see it. It won't focus. Goddamn camera.
How much? What is it? How much is it worth, Carl?
Like 6 inches.
You know what? You know why? You know why it won't focus, Carl?
Exactly what she said last night.
Here's how it won't. This is why it won't focus, Carl. Because your dork fest is behind plastic. You've like put that into a plastic.
My dork fest. That's right. That's right.
There we go. No, that's better. Is that your Pokemon card? Oh, that's the magic Pokemon card, guys. Carl has the golden Pokemon card.
BCP, where we have all bases covered. All 4 of them covered.
Carl has the golden ticket Pokemon card.
Look at my deck. Do you guys like my deck?
Oh, God, it's so impressive.
Please, for the audio, for the stream, for a man of the people, please tell me that my deck is impressive.
It's still not a 6-inch deck.
Oh, it is.
Let me get off the Bears topic for 1 second here. As soon as we,
oh, really?
Who are the Bears?
The Bears topic?
Who are the Bears?
I'm going to share some personal information.
Offensive line.
I'm going to share some personal information with you guys. I took my grandson, me and his parents, took him to college this week, Monday, I believe.
Are his parents related to you?
My grandson?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you took your kids and their kids.
What comment was that?
So I took my grandson
and their parents,
along with his parents, with being my son. We went to drop him off at college Monday.
Wait, where?
I ain't gonna say that yet. Hold on.
Okay.
So he started class, well, actually Monday, and so he went to the weight room Tuesday, Wednesday, and now Thursday. He told me, now he's 6 feet tall, about 260 pounds, plays defensive line.
Runs a 4.40.
He told me he hit his personal best or personal records of 405 in the squats and 295 on the bench. He just told me that today. I was like, man. So after 3 days of just working out, you already surpassing your personal best.
This is reps? With the college, right? With the assistance of the college?
No, he's actually, because they haven't started their official workouts, so he's doing it on his own. However, his D-line coach is Deion Jordan from University of Oregon, played at Miami. Anyway, he's his Deion, he is his D-line coach, and he was up there telling them, "Hey man, I appreciate you coming in here working hard already." So, man, just the mere fact that he put his nose down and started, working hard as soon as he got there, I want to give him a shout out, man. Good job. I'm proud of you. Keep up the good work.
Hell yeah. Round of applause. Everyone in chat, please. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff.
That is good. That is awesome, man.
We love to see it. PJ, do you know what the statistic is on the people in the world who are able to bench 225? Isn't it only like 5% of the world's population can bench 225?
Yeah, I have no idea.
How many?
It's really low.
How many reps at 290?
No, he said he just did it once because I asked him, said, "You don't want to push over 300?"
Yeah.
He said, "No, I didn't want to try that yet." He said, but that was his personal best at 295. He believed he could have got over 300, but
yeah, when you talk personal records, it's like a one-time thing, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Thanks, J2K. I appreciate it, man.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, he's I'm enjoying him. He told me, well, I don't want to say what he told me because I don't want to sound like he's been.
Why are we muting PJ?
Who muted you? Did you mute yourself?
I hope he muted himself. I didn't mute him.
There you go.
I didn't mute myself.
What were you saying?
I said he's not. I don't want to tell you what he told me, but him and I, we have real conversations. So he was telling me how he what his goal is for practice and what he wants to accomplish this year. So I'm really proud of him, and I encourage him to press hard and dominate.
Pause.
That's my mentality when it comes to football. Like, man, bro, go out there and dominate. That's your duty.
Bro, that is so awesome. When you showed us the clips of him on the track with the baton pass off, and all of a sudden he was just like, bing! The biggest dude on the field just sprinting past everyone.
Yeah.
What is his score for? His 40-yard dash? What is that, a 4.6, 4.5?
I forgot I honestly forgot what it was. I'm knowing that clip that I showed you, he was running a relay, and he actually went out for track that year just for he can improve his 40 time as well as
I wish I would have kept it.
His get off.
Damn. Are we talking about your oldest, the one who you showed us footage of?
Yeah.
He can run a 4.6 too,
dude.
Yeah, he was
at least a 4.6. He's more like a 4.5 dude.
Yeah, he moves pretty well.
That's crazy.
At like 200 and what'd you say, 70 pounds?
Yeah, he was up to like 275. I think he's back down to like 260, 265 right now.
Jeez.
A rare breed.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
We're gonna need some more information on that after the show.
And an interview down the line.
I want to know where. I want to know who his coaches. I want to know who his assistant coaches are.
Well, you know
I just
who the
gave you
assistant
one.
is.
You know what I'm saying, PJ?
He just told you who the assistant is.
No, I want to know more in depth on his assistant coaches. PJ.
I wouldn't be here.
Breaking news: Shorty wants to get in depth in PJ.
Yeah, but yeah, very proud of his dedication and work ethic, and that's the message I want to convey is work ethic. So, man, appreciate it, and man, appreciate him putting in that work.
Absolutely, man. Round of applause for your
years of
a young, sexy Dexy, if you will.
Round of applause for your grandson, who is the son of your children. Your child.
Son of my child.
Your child, yeah.
Because it was my children. We have another.
That'd be a problem. I love how you said that. Oh, my grandson.
My children.
My grandson, who's the son of my child.
I see.
The perfect follow-up was asking if
Matt's kids
if PJ knew them.
Armando Lera, thank you for joining us tonight. Great to see you, Armando. So I went to high school with a guy named Armando Lera. Played in this. He was like the star football player on our team. Armando Lera with an I. Couldn't believe it when I first saw him. Armando is in the Sports Zone Chicago chat every morning. Best friends with Sean Sierra on the Sports Zone Chicago. So we appreciate you hanging out with us tonight, Armando. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Now, kids, impressive there, kids. How tall is your boy? Because he's weighing 255, 475, 40 time, 8 reps at 225. Pretty impressive, man.
Not bad for a Canadian.
Pretty impressive there.
No offense, Bruja.
No more Canadian slander after Theo Benedict's appearance on Hard Knocks. So.
Oh no, definitely not. that was awesome.
Very unexpected.
Yes, I didn't see that coming.
So you know about it, but you didn't see it yet.
No, Foster didn't see it. I saw.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. You saw it. Sorry, Foster.
Get the story straight.
Wow, 6'5". Jeez.
Yeah. No.
Wow.
Shit.
Okay, kids. Wow. All right.
6'5", 255. Sounds like a linebacker.
I just need to say, what position is he playing? Linebacker?
No,
Wow.
Depends on how old he is. He might be a defensive end in
That's
in
true.
training.
That's true.
Did we get an age in there? I thought we got an age in there too.
No, I didn't get an age.
That's fine. We don't need it. We're just overanalyzing the situation. That's fine.
Hail the Canadian Eagle. Tom Van Dorn. I love it.
Pause.
That was hilarious. Pause. So, Foster, do you need access to be able to see this? We want to We want to make this happen for you.
Is Foster frozen?
Frozen.
No,
you son of a bitch. Got him. You got me at least.
Yeah, he is playing Edge. Kid's boy is playing
21.
He's
Yeah.
21 years
Good
old,
call.
so-
Good call, PJ.
Yeah. No, good luck to him, man. Good luck to him.
Ship him down here, Matt. We'll turn him into an NFL player.
Huh?
Hey,
another
that's impressive.
Canadian
though.
dig.
BCP is not legally obligated for that
No,
statement.
Just talk about what your hard knocks, man.
Cliff saying, I'm proud to be an American after seeing Canadian Eagles sing it.
Man,
That's
You got
hilarious.
it
Damn
here.
right.
You
We
got it
need
right here in
more
the
of that.
middle. See that? There's Country Productions Hard Knocks. Talk about it.
I feel bad now after the entire night watching the Caleb Williams logo just reverberating itself right above poor PJ's head the entire night. See that, buddy?
mm-mm.
Right above your.
Upper
Oh,
right.
okay.
It's animated too. Watch it. Oh,
I
look
don't
at that.
know. I don't know why I thought that was like Air Jordan right there.
That's the idea.
That's Eric Caleb.
Okay.
That's
And Foster, they actually got the Bulls PA announcer and did the Bulls intro for Caleb. It was very,
Dude,
very
wouldn't
cool.
that be awesome if they did that every week to every home game?
If they did that the first game, that's just
Yeah.
cranking up the pressure yet another notch, which you probably
Did
could
you guys
handle.
watch Did you guys watch Hard Knocks?
Yeah.
Why?
So, if you watched it, did you not hear Nick Saban say expectations are really high, and him living up to those expectations is going to be hard? So why do that? So let's not put.
He
all these
offered a rebuttal to his own point, though, and said this kid is special, essentially.
He is special. However, you don't want to put too much expectation on him because I really want him to do well. That's why I'm keeping my expectations so low, because when he does mess up, because every rookie does, people want to jump off the ship and go, oh, let's get rid of him and let's go to somebody else. I'm not trying to do that because I'm gonna take that slow, steady approach.
Well,
To
PJ,
where
Our fan base is ridiculous. I understand.
PJ, you are the voice of reason, and you are much closer to what the actual surrounding supporting cast to Caleb Williams has as far as expectations. Matt Eberflus is not placing a bet on the Bears to win the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback, like how Shorty thinks. That's simply not the case. I doubt they even have the expectation to win the division. That's what their goal is, which would obviously mean making the playoffs. But I don't even know if that's the expectation. Their expectation might only be a winning season, which at 9-8 could still miss the playoffs, and that's probably fine by them.
Well, I think that's what goes back to the previous conversation. We have to aid him in obtaining more wins by giving him that experience, giving him that playing time to where he's not still trying to figure out the fourth game in.
And that's why Caleb Williams was announced the starter 15 days after being drafted. There's just simply no bullshit. It is his team. If you watched Hard Knocks, there was a clip of DeAndre Swift saying, hey, bro, this is your team. You got to lead them. If you see something you don't like, tell them this is your team. So that entire philosophy has been implemented into the Bears from head to toe.
And playoffs is the goal.
Yes.
I don't know if that's
Goal.
maybe the goal. I don't know if it's the expectation.
Yeah.
Internally.
It should be the goal. I mean, absolutely. I mean, no matter.
Winning the division is the goal. That's what they said.
Yeah. What's up, Patty Laura? Yeah, I just think that, you have to have high expectations and high goals because you don't want to be, let's just finish 500. No, let's really try to go because you got all these weapons. I mean, Poles has done a good job of giving him 3 good receivers. Let's just be honest. He gave him 3 good receivers, not okay receivers, good receivers. As a matter of fact, 3 receivers who all have over 1,000 yards last year. All 3 of them, 1,000 yards over 1,000 yards last year.
You're talking about Roma Dunze in college, right?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. All 3 of them though.
It's still a valid point. Yeah.
Yeah. So they all got over 1,000 yards. So you should not fail. you should actually, man, do well. The only, to Foster's point that he's been saying all along, that consistency on that offensive line, that is concerning for me, man. I mean, when I'm seeing, Darnell Wright is out. Nate Davis is not here. Tevin Jenkins is out. I mean, and then we still haven't got shored up the center's position. That's a concern, fellas. I'm telling you, that's a concern for me.
To counteract that point, I've heard it from Texans fans directly that the personnel from going from a second overall pick season to the playoffs just by drafting C.J. Stroud, the way that the offensive line as a whole improved is not because of the personnel. It was simply because of the quarterback. So Caleb Williams is going to make this interior offensive line look better than what they may look like on paper. So
did you guys see in Hard Knocks in the episode? Sorry for the spoiler, Foster. In the beginning, they were talking about how rookies, make mistakes, and so they were just showing some of Caleb's mistakes in the very beginning. And one of them was he faked the handoff and rolled out to his right, but everyone rolled left, and he was kind of like. And I turned to my wife and I said, if that happens in a real game, he's just going to keep rolling out to his right, and everyone's going to be like, it's going to fuck up the whole defense because they know it's a broken play. But meanwhile, the real play is going on the left side, and he's going to be able to just sling that baby from the right side of the field all the way across his body, 50 yards across the field, and another 35 yards deep down the left sideline to a wide open receiver. That's the difference between this quarterback and most quarterbacks in the NFL. He's just, when that play breaks down, he has the ability to make something glorious happen out of it that very few can do.
PJ, let me steal the words out of your mouth. I pray to God that the Bears are not teaching their rookie quarterback to throw across his body on a broken down play.
If
anything, happened, he's going to follow that slip and slide drill and slide for a first down or whatever. I understand the point, but that's what Cole Kmet brought up. He said,
I'm just waiting for PJ's response.
The pre-snap is what the issue has been, and after he gets that figured out, during the play, he can be special. I'm not worried about during the play.
Go ahead, PJ.
My only response is, that's a very dangerous play, Shorty.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm saying, if it happened in a real game, my opinion of the kid is that he will have the gumption and the physical abilities to just make that play work. Any fuck up that he's going to do, he can compensate for with his talents, is my point. And thank you for coming tonight.
Pause.
Well, I hope you're correct. I hope you're correct.
Foster, take over the mic, Foster.
Yeah, I just.
He's trying to point out Hard Knocks.
I'm trying not to be Debbie Downer.
Oh God!
But hoping that
I'm out of here. Have a good show.
That a guy can throw across his body and make a spectacular play on the regular, that's kind of hard to do. I mean, I'm just
that's only like the small percentage of the playbook behind the T formation, right, PJ?
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I mean. I just think,
with the T formation,
I think Caleb can be good.
Sponsored by Nugenics.
I really believe he can be good.
Hashtag not an ad.
I'm not putting a lot of faith in his scrambling around and making great plays because NFL players are a lot faster than what he faced in college, where he was able to make those same plays. And that's my concern. If he does too many of those, we may be in trouble. But if he's on time, I think he can do well. I think he even probably do great. But I don't want to see him making a lot of attempts of that scrambling around and throwing off balance across his body and thinking that's going to be a great play. I'm not putting a lot of stock into that.
Please, Lord can we just get a rebuttal from PJ once that buys into Caleb Williams? Please, Lord.
I don't know. For my money, PJ sounds really bought in right now. You can see, not from these recent comments, but just this episode in whole, right? Like he's saying, he's special, all these things.
Leaps and bounds. I'll give you that, PJ.
Did you just say that PJ is coming?
I've been pause. I've been watching the clips of him, and like I said, when he's throwing on time, he looks good. I mean, he has that quick release that you guys talk about. I mean, he's looking good, but
it's going to take you by surprise.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
Half the game.
It's his on-time throws, man. I think good. I just not putting a lot of stock in his scrambling around, getting away from NFL defenders, and then still able to throw the ball across his body down the field and making a completion, because those defensive backs in the NFL are a lot different than in college. So I think
Have you seen the play from training camp? I mean, you're not on Twitter much. That's really the only place I've seen it, but
at all.
The play broke down. He rolls out to his right. He's rolling. In fact, I saw Tyler Scott. He was on Adam Rink's podcast. He's like a constant guest on there, and he was saying it was the only play of his that he actually screwed up the route on. Is the only plays the entire camp he screwed up his own route. And Caleb, the play breaks down. Caleb rolls to his right, and he just slings it like 35, 40 yards into the back corner of the end zone to Tyler Scott for a touchdown.
I did see that.
I mean, that's the kind of play I'm talking about. Like if something like, I mean, I'm using a play like they used in or like they showed in Hard Knocks, where this is a different one, but they did show this in Hard Knocks.
But this is the most beautiful thing.
That's the jump man, hence the upper right-hand corner of the screen. The little logo I made.
That play you talk about with Scott, if I'm not mistaken, isn't that the same play where Javon Dexter stopped running?
I don't know. You might be right here. Yeah, because he's rolling out to his right. The play is broken down. They're not pursuing him anymore.
Exactly.
But he throws a dime into the fucking back corner of the end zone, right over the into the red box.
I agree with that.
Tyler Scott was like, that was like,
yeah,
that was my fault that play broke down, yet he still made it happen. That's what I'm saying about that play in Hard Knocks where he rolls out to his right when everyone's rolling to his left. He has the ability in a real game, if that happens, to make something out of it, because he just tells everyone to go for green grass, and he can throw it anywhere, man.
No, I agree with that. I mean, well, the first part, he said that last part. I don't think he can throw it anywhere. But his rollouts, yes, I don't have a problem with that. I don't. But when you talk about throwing across your body down the field, that's problematic for me.
Okay,
that's fair enough. That coaches tell you do not throw across your body. So
fair enough. I'll give you that.
But yeah, I think to Doug Van Doren's point, if our O-line was much better, he could throw for over 1,000 yards pretty easily. I mean, 4,000 yards. He could throw for over 4,000 yards pretty easy. But that line of ours is so concerning.
It's getting a little bit worrisome, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh, man. It's like every week somebody's hurt. And that's really scaring me, man. I'm telling you, it's really scaring me. I'm like, golly.
Why would you force your starters to play practice reps when they have any sort of injury? Like a Darnell Wright, he had his best game of the season with one arm against Max Crosby. If he has any sort of anything, if he has a cough in training camp, why is he going to play in training camp?
Because if you ever listen to coaches, and I've really listened to it, and Foster can agree with me on this, they talk consistently having continuity. If you don't have continuity especially as an offensive lineman, it's hard for you to build. That's what I'm saying. They have to build to where they can know on this stunt or on this game, this is how we're gonna pass protect it. If you don't have that continuity where you're practicing and repping it, you're not going to get it. And that's what I'm saying. We're so far behind in that it's scary, man. I'm telling y'all, it's scary. And yeah, a quarterback will develop bad habits by having a bad offensive line in front of him.
100%. Ask Joey. What's his name?
Salads.
Joey.
Yes, Justin Field.
No, what's his name? Joey Galloway? No, Joey.
What team?
Mobster.
Texans.
Harrington.
Joey Harrington. Yes.
From
The
Detroit.
Lions.
Ask Ken. Just seeing ghosts his whole career. Some of which I think is also part of what Justin Fields' issues might have been, is seeing ghosts, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, when you don't have protection, you like get jittery in a box. You're not waiting for your guy to come open because you're like, hey, I'm about to get hit. Let me get out of here. So it's just problematic, man. You gotta solidify, especially them being able to step up. You got to be able to solidify that, man. And we're not there. We're not there. I'm sorry, we're not there. We have to get there.
I think the more important thing is rapport with the receivers. But
you're cracking me up, Matt. Joey Jojo Shebadoo.
Is that the anime Bobo 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 Bo?
You guys are awesome, man. Thank all of you guys in chat for hanging out with us tonight. Once again, 70 of you. We love you. We appreciate you. We only do this for you. I promise you. I've said it a million times. I'll say it again. It's to hang out with you guys, man. Seriously. My wife, she's like, this is your Bears Brothers night. Just go have fun with your Bears Brothers.
The new name of the show, Bears Brothers.
It's funny because I've Carl, you might not know this story, but I've told it several times before, that my wife bought me a microphone, not this one, but a microphone like 5 years ago for my Christmas/birthday gift. And I was like, what the hell is this for? She's like, for you to do a podcast. And I was like, what's a podcast?
Really? Wow,
yeah.
Okay.
And she was like, you don't know the story? Oh, you forgot it.
And several dozen times.
She's like, a podcast. You don't know what a podcast is? I'm like, no. So long story short, she's like, I just want you to talk about the Bears with somebody else and not me. I'm sick of hearing it. Here's the funny part. This is going on our third year of BCP. You know what we talk about all the time? She's like, so how'd the show go last night? What'd you guys talk about? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I recap the entire day. I'm talking Bears with her all damn day long. What are you guys going to talk about tonight? Like, the show.
That's one thing that sucks about having your birthday on Christmas.
Yeah. Well, no, it was my actual birthday gift, but it's my.
I'm just saying.
I had to my narcissism just had to let you guys know that my birthday's on Christmas.
I'm just saying though. I mean, because people get one gift when your birthday is on Christmas. Like, this is your birthday and your Christmas gift. Like, man, no, but at least two separate gifts.
I love how STC remembers her name as Kitty. You're awesome, STC. Thank you. Kitty was our original producer. Carl.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Mr. Foster's mustache.
Kitty?
Yeah.
Kitty.
No, I knew your wife's name was Kitty. I talked to her all the time.
But did you know that she was the original? Oh, you fucker. You're out of here.
But he doesn't go by Carl.
I ain't going to get into that one. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to laugh at that one. I'm not going to get into that one at all.
Oh, that's your new nickname is Kitty? So we just start calling you Kitty now? Carl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone in chat's probably going, why the hell does he keep saying Carl? It's an inside joke, guys.
Dude's trying to apply the pressure. I don't feel pressure.
Oh,
guys, you guys want to do some trivia?
Yes.
We could do that, but I did want to say, because a bunch of people just jumped in the chat, including STC and New Breed 313
What's
Sports.
up, New Breed?
James Ford just popped in. And then
New Breed.
Who would I? New Breed has been in here for a bit.
Charles Johnson.
Charles Johnson, good to see you.
PJ loves a good Johnson.
Raging Oracle. I'm just going back up a little bit. Leonidas popped in here.
Raging.
Man.
Okay, all right.
Pause.
The raging oracle that is football, baby.
Pause.
Patty's saying, great show. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Patty. Appreciate you, Patty. Thank you much.
Patty
Absolutely.
cakes.
Good evening to you, James Ford.
Do we want to go to the trivia, or do we want to talk about anything that we're looking forward to out of the Bears-Bills game? Or you want to save it?
Let's do Bears-Bills game, and then we'll do trivia
To end it off? I like it. Well,
Around the horn.
I'll get the obvious one out of the way. I am very much looking forward to Velus Jones and maybe Khalil Herbert and the player who PJ named, who I can't remember right now, the wide receiver, like 6 right now in our depth
Justin
chart.
Fields?
Colin Johnson?
Thank you. No, not Colin Johnson, the guy that we signed essentially from the Raiders.
Oh, DeAndre Carter.
Yeah, DeAndre Carter. I'm looking forward to those guys getting some real returns to see what it looks like when someone who isn't as small as Tyler Scott gets a chance to return a kickoff with these new rules.
Yeah, I thought Tyler Scott was really small and light to where,
and on paper, that's where he adds his value, right? He's not going to be good enough to take away from the three-headed beast at wide receiver, so let him use his speed on the kickoffs. It makes sense. But in practice, you saw he's just going to get blown back. He's not going to be able to do anything. Obviously, he has a chance to get past the first line and crack it open, but that's the same case for Herbert or Velus Jones or DeAndre Carter.
But
and those guys could probably hold up rather better.
But did you not know that Tyler Scott, I think, only ran like a 4.4 something or a 4.5?
Well, the best trait that I know of Tyler Scott that came out of the mouth of Ryan Poles, he said that Tyler Scott had a very unique ability to increase his speed as he's running his routes down the field, which is really exciting for a player who's going to be catching deep passes. So let's just have him specialize on that, run those go routes as a decoy or not, and see what happens. But
yeah, I just think when I heard that number, it was like either 4.4 or 4.5. It's not being in the 4. See, I thought he was like super fast, because I go back to that interview that I seen with the St. Brown brothers, where it says there's fast and then there's Velus Jones fast. Right. So Velus Jones having that incredible speed of 4.31 or something like that, but Scott surprisingly not having that, and that's why I was like, oh, so he's not as fast as Velus is.
But Jerry Rice, same thing. He probably didn't have the highest 40 time. Mm-hmm. But he was a player who on the field during his routes was very fast. So I think that's what Tyler Scott had. I'm not comparing Tyler Scott to Jerry Rice. What I'm saying is that Tyler Scott has the unique ability to increase his speed while he's running a route while the ball is in the air. So.
But I'm not so sure if he's always a hands catcher either.
No, that's definitely the case, because he essentially contributed to a loss on whatever game it was where Fields threw up a prayer on 3rd or 4th and whatever. And instead of going to a DJ Moore, it went to Tyler Scott. I forgot what game this was, but
right.
Leaves a bad taste in your mouth. Anything else that you guys are looking forward to this Saturday out of the Bears-Bills game? Chat included. Anything you want to mention?
Something? Somebody was Shorty's looking at trivia. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, but I wanted to congratulate Charles Johnson on becoming a minister.
No shit.
Congrats.
Congratulations to you.
Congrats, man. Awesome.
Can you get Foster married now?
No.
No?
I'm just saying,
I
Johnson
did that like 6 times, man.
Charles Johnson looks awfully familiar to me.
Because it's Charles Johnson, but now
No. I mean, I'm looking at his picture.
Okay, gotcha.
He looks familiar to me.
And he looks like
he
looks like Charles Johnson. Like,
congratulations, Reverend Johnson.
Thanks, everyone.
Minister
Johnson. Congrats. That's awesome.
So, what's the difference between the minister and the reverend?
I don't know. I'm not religious.
Ask Jesse Jackson.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because Foster corrected me on that. That's what I'm saying.
It just depends it depends on what denomination or faith it is.
So a lot of ministers are called reverends. That's why I called him Reverend Johnson.
That's possible in certain religions.
Are you also a reverend?
But I was going back to, because we were talking about what you want to see.
No, he's Hulk Hogan.
That's it. Because we were talking about what you want to see in the Bills-Bears game, right?
Yes, please.
Right. I'm
This is what
trying
we
to.
were trying to
Please.
talk about.
Handlebars.
We got tied up in Tyler Scott, Velus Jones again, or Tyler Scott's time, and whatever. So I'm anxious to see how many plays the starters play, because I'm hoping it's not like 4.
Thank
You
you.
know what I mean?
Yes.
We just mentioned
Four
it. I
handoff,
mentioned it.
right?
Well, I'm looking at it this way. That means Mahomes, his average the last 3 years, he's had to run at least 15, 20 plays per game. If you take I'm just going on the pass attempts alone that he hit. Because there's got to be some handoffs, maybe a lateral. I mean, you got to have more than just, he's not going to go out and pass 10 times or 11 times a game. So, but I'm anxious to see how many plays the starters actually get to play. And then I really want to see what this O-line is going to do against it should be starters against starters, if I'm not mistaken, according to the Bills even.
Yeah, I believe the Bills came out and said that their starters are playing too. Yes.
Yeah, so I mean, that's because we've been talking about it for 2 years, the offensive line. And then the defensive line, too. I want to see what they're going to do against the Bills' offensive line, because they've got an above-average offensive line in Buffalo. They ain't,
They got rid of a lot of players.
They just cut their really good center. They
And
traded away Ryan Bates.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The Bills,
And they
I
lost their
still think the
defensive
Bills are
coordinator
going.
to us.
Yeah,
Defensive line coach to us.
Yeah.
who is not a defensive coordinator, but.
That's
The
why
Bills lost a lot of talent, but I
They
still
did.
think they will be competitive. So it's still a good game. And the Bears, they're playing the AFC gauntlet in the preseason. The Bills, the Bengals, and the Chiefs. Those are 3 goddamn good teams.
strange preseason, right? Normally it's just like the Browns and sprinkle in a couple other
The Browns
teams
are the
there
only
that we never
gimme.
play.
I remember them playing the
Cardinals.
Chiefs a lot, too.
Yeah.
Probably, the Cardinals, Chiefs.
They
I
tend
don't
to
remember
play,
the Chiefs very much at all.
they tend
Really?
to play teams that are close to them,
Yeah.
proximity-wise during the preseason.
Chiefs are close proximity-wise.
Colts.
That's
They've been
why
playing
they're
the
playing
Colts a
Chiefs.
lot, too.
Yes.
Yeah.
When's the last time that they played the Chiefs in the preseason?
Used to play the I know they play the Browns a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, they
Here
play
comes
teams
the
generally.
fact police. Shorty, you should have done one of those Trump-Biden debates. They could have used your assistance. Get some fact checks going.
I wouldn't.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Who wants to break the news to STC?
You're the only one who knows the news of. Obviously, go ahead. Tell us.
STC, Mr. Connor Williams has officially signed with the Seattle Seahawks
Okay.
for a whopping $6 million over 1 year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
He was a dirt signing. He had a little bit of talk with the Ravens, but he signed a 1 year, $6 million with the Seattle Seahawks, presumably to be their starting center, but we shall see. But yeah, that ship has sailed. My favorite rumor, if you want to talk rumors, is that the beautiful contract extension for DJ Moore, which now has the Bears about $21 million free. I would like them to find a way to get Matthew Judon, but I doubt it.
31 years old. I'll pass.
Why?
Yeah, what he
You don't want him taking away snaps from Austin Booker?
what did we need a linebacker for?
I thought
He's an edge rusher.
Oh,
wasn't he like injured last year?
Not against the Bears. He had a damn good game against the Bears last year.
I think he's only played either 13 games or missed 13 games, something with 13.
Tevin
And-
Jenkins, too. I'll still pay Tevin Jenkins.
But for me to go out and get an edge rusher at 31, who has some injury last year, I'll pass on that.
Okay,
And then
fair enough. But, I mean, who's your
In
other
a
option?
trade. That's what I'm saying. Because you have to trade to get him.
Khalil Herbert for Matthew Judon, straight up. Adding in having to pay Matthew Judon. Straight up. Straight up.
And then the third thing I want to see in the Bills Bears game this weekend is what our defensive backfield does against
Miss
Is
Trubisky.
Allen going to pick us apart, or is the defensive backfield going to step up? Is the defensive line going to be there to help the defensive backfield to be able to step up?
And a
So
sub point.
There's 3 of the
a
things
su-
that I want to see this weekend, and they're in the game this week.
Foster,
there you
I was
go.
going to say, sub point to your defensive back comment. Will the Bears faithful at Soldier Field cheer or boo Trubisky? Because I hope they cheer him.
I hope they cheer him too. He's not a bad kid.
No, not at all.
Well, I don't know, man.
You know, Mitch Trubisky has like 3 Bears records at quarterback.
He almost has an NFL record,
Dan,
right?
Dan,
Tied for most touchdown passes in a game.
If you were born earlier,
Before then.
Dan, if you were born about 15 years earlier, you probably could have had a chance at having some Bears passing records too.
Let's not take any win.
He has his touchdown interception ratio is the best of all time for the Bears. His what was the one you just said? He has the most touchdowns in a game for any Bear. There's another one. I forget what it was, but he has like 3 Bears records at quarterback. So shit on Trubisky all you want, but he has 3 Bears quarterback records. At least he can say that, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So can Justin.
Huh?
But he beat his own 2 times.
Do we want to do I want to bring up the
What records he has?
Most
consecutive passes, most rushing yards, and
most consecutive passes, which would have been slaughtered if it wasn't for a halftime incomplete Hail Mary.
Yeah,
would have been another 15 straight completions, which would have been impossible to break. Yeah, rushing yards, the longest rush in a game. He beat that twice.
Yeah.
Huh?
So
fuck it. Let's just trade Caleb Williams for.
Hold on. We're going fact check. I got to get PJ back from what he said earlier.
Okay.
So Trubisky has 51 games played for the Bears. Fields has 40. There is a player who has a lot more passing yards, but with only a 10-game difference, PJ, how many more passing yards does Trubisky has as a Bear compared to Fields?
I'm going to say 1,262.
no, be more than that because Trubisky played here 4 years. Fields played here 3 years.
51 games played for Trubisky, 40 played for Fields.
Wait a minute. That's inaccurate, sir. Because Trubisky did not play. He didn't start all 51 games here. He didn't start 51 games here.
I'm just looking at the stats from Pro Football Reference.
Because those stats are including his time in Buffalo and Pittsburgh.
What?
Yeah, he's looking at Bear stats.
I can show you what I've got in front of me.
34, 51.
That sounds about right.
Okay, maybe. All right, maybe. All right.
4 seasons,
The point I'm making here.
64 games, 51 of them he started.
The point I'm making is that in 40 games, Justin Fields has thrown for 6,674 yards, which comes out to an average of 167 yards per game.
Okay.
A whopping. Passing, keep in mind.
Okay. 167.
Trubisky in 51 games is the 5th highest passing yards in Chicago Bears history with 10,609 yards, which comes out to a 208-yard throwing average per game.
40
So
yards.
Trubisky was a
41
better
yards per
passer of the football than Fields
40 yards more per game.
over a longer period.
Mm-hmm.
And Trubisky, again, is the 5th most passing yards in Chicago Bears history.
Hey, pretty good.
It's not good on any
terrible.
front, right? It's pretty terrible, but
It's actually pretty good.
that's the
Well,
stats.
it is, but it's terrible. It shows you how bad the Bears quarterback
No,
production.
because when you compare Troy Aikman in his first 4 seasons, it's pretty good.
That's true.
Eric, nobody even brought up like the offensive line around each quarterback for the years they played, or
Exactly.
the players that they were playing with, the running backs, the tight ends, the wide receivers. That all has a factor.
Bro, I don't know. I
Not to
don't think
mention
that
offensive
the supporting
coordinators.
cast that Trubisky had was far and away superior to what Fields had.
Absolutely.
Disagree.
The only thing that you could say is that the Bears had a much more stout defense. because the 2018 defense for the Bears was legendary.
Yeah,
Look
But
at
not the entirety of Trubisky's career.
We're just talking about offense.
look
I
at
know,
the-
but like,
look
you
at
really
the,
think that Trubisky had better tools and the offense around him than Fields did?
yes, offensive. I mean,
Yeah,
the
I think
offensive weapons his 2018 year. What do you have? Allen Robinson, who was
Yeah.
a really
Allen
good
Robinson and Turbo and Anthony Miller's nothing to laugh at, but they're not world beaters.
but they still. I mean, Anthony Miller, being a rookie, over 700 yards receiving, impressive. One of the higher ones for the Bears rookies, as a matter of fact.
And then what happened to his career afterwards? I mean, he was not a world beater.
I'm just saying though, but if he sit up there and he put up those good numbers, because he put up good numbers coming out of Memphis, it's just that I think it was his personality or concerns, the reason why he dropped to the second round.
His shoulder that would pop out every other game.
What would happen to Mitch if he was behind the line that we had the last 2 seasons? He'd be running for his life, man.
Whew. That's what I'm saying. I mean,
So
I'm
what
not
did you
trying-
guys? So what did you guys want to see this week during the Bills-Bears game?
Trubisky. We clearly want to see Trubisky.
Trubisky versus Bajan, bitches.
Go back to what you were saying, PJ.
Consistency, man. I'm telling you, you gotta get you guys some consistency on the line, man. And again, I think Trubisky, to what we talked about earlier, when you start seeing ghosts, because of that bad O-line that he got in front of him, his footwork started getting off, and therefore his passes was really whack. They seemed like they had better mechanics his first couple of years in, as opposed to his last couple, because his feet started drifting and all those other things because of bad O-line play. O-line play accounts for a lot of things, and that's my fear for Caleb. I really believe that if we don't fix this O-line for Caleb, man, we're gonna be sitting up there, and you're gonna hear the doubters start talking about, oh, his throws are not quite getting there. He's running too much. All these things going to come up if we don't fix this O-line. We have to fix this O-line to where we got players who's going to be there and play.
There's no such thing as a perfect roster.
There's not, but if in 20 years we still haven't got our O-line fixed, what's the problem?
The Bears could have the best skill group around their quarterback in the entire NFL. Wide receivers, tight ends, running back.
Which means nothing if you have no time to throw the ball.
We got design around the personnel that you have. You get your quarterback on the roll, away from the pressure, or quick pass.
What's his name? Ian Cunningham. Ian Cunningham and Ryan Poles are both offensive linemen. Yet we still haven't fixed this O-line in their 3 years of being here. Sorry, that's just the facts. I mean, I appreciate them drafting Darnell Wright. I really do. I thought that was a good draft. But when you want to draft Karan Omagaji, who coming off some surgery of some sort to where he's not even practicing, because they knew about this before they drafted him. So again, I'm sorry, guys. I mean, we keep ignoring this. The offensive line needs help. I mean, Ryan Poles went out and signed Ryan Bates. He traded for him. He tried to sign him. Bills met it. 2 years later, now we trade for him. And he's not even beating out the center that we brought in. So why did we make a big deal of trying to go get this guy? Again, fix the O-line, please. That's all I'm saying. Please.
I think that the line is going to be addressed in this draft. Like, we've seen Poles double down in every offseason, right? The first year he got
Gordon and,
what was it?
Gordon and
Yeah,
Brisker.
he got 2 defensive backs. The next year he got 2 defensive linemen. This year he got 2 receivers, basically, with the free agent signing of Allen. I think next year he's going to double down on offensive line. We're going to have 2, 3, 4 offensive linemen drafted next year.
Cliff's point might not be offensive linemen either. I've always just said that with those 3 top 64 picks, 2 of those will be a combination of an offensive and a defensive lineman. I think that's a safe bet. I don't know if they'll all be offensive linemen. But
when you look at the draft as well as free agency, what have we really done for the offensive line? We got Darnell Wright. Great pick. What else did we get?
We've avoided some
a
bullets.
bunch of stopgappers, Peach.
Thank you.
Straight up.
If you want Caleb to be successful,
hope very high hopefuls. You know, Patrick
Right.
and whoever we got last year, and
if you want Caleb to be successful, protect him. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I appreciate the weapons he got. Great job of getting him the weapons. I already said that. All of them over 1,000 yards last year. We need to protect Caleb. You need to protect him.
Let's not count out Bill Murray, guys.
But he's more of a project because he's coming from the defensive line.
I can't believe Bill Murray is an actual offensive lineman. How serendipitous is that?
What
if Bill Murray turns out to be like the best offensive lineman we've had in 20 years? That'd be fucking even better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Dieter Eisner.
Bill Murray would love that.
God damn.
Yeah, he would.
Want to see my football card?
So would Bill Murray.
Yeah, they both would. Shut up, fucking Dan.
All right, man, let's get to this trivia, man. Stop playing.
All right. Well, before we get into the trivia, because I want to end the show with that, I wanted to bring up Cliff Victoria was at the Hall of Fame ceremonies this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
We showed you some of his pictures from the pregame we did last week when he was at the Hall of Fame game on the field. I can show you some of those. Like this. Here's one. This was Cliff's views from the field last year. Let's remove that Hard Knocks. Oops. His spot at the game last year. But then he went out to
it was last week.
Yeah, last week. Then after that,
right.
No, this is the Hall of Fame game. So then he went out to
last year. That's all.
I'm sorry, last week. Then he went out to a barbecue.
Ooh.
Over there in Ohio.
Oh, man,
he wanted to send us his pictures of the his barbecue that he had there. I got another picture for you here. Oops.
I have to hang out with Cliff Victoria. I just got to tell you.
Yeah, you do.
I have to hang out.
Come on down to Florida. We got a spare room you can stay in. We'll go visit Florida. Make us a seafood boil.
Oh.
Yeah.
That Cliff eats good, man. I tell you.
Cliff, you know, man. Tossing me out for you, PJ, instantly. The guy told me the same shit 2 weeks ago.
So where's this at?
This is somewhere in Ohio, per Cliff Victoria. I think that's the barbecue you went to, right there.
Okay.
Looks delicious, Cliff. Thank you for sharing your pictures with us. Thank you for being such a good friend of BCP. We really appreciate you. Can't wait to see you again. When I'll be back in Florida again this winter. We'll hang out again. I live with Cliff.
Cliff's in there fucking smoking shit.
Cliff made this.
He's not eating there. He's actually.
What are you talking about smoking?
Yeah,
smoking the food or the grass?
Smoking food.
Cliff made us seafood boil when Kitty and I were down there last. We visited him. Oh my god, it was so good. I for like the next 3 weeks, all I did was eat crab legs.
42 briskets in one smoker.
That's insane. Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
Jeez.
All right, let's get to some trivia. I've got fact or fiction, and I've got trivia. Here's the first trivia. For what AFC team did defensive tackle Justin Jones post career bests of 37 tackles and 3 sacks in 2021 before signing with the Bears in the offseason?
Raiders.
22.
Las Vegas Raiders.
Oakland Raiders.
What player?
For
Justin
what
Jones of the Bears?
For what AFC team did Justin Jones?
The Chargers.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, it was Chargers.
Justin Jones came from the Chargers.
That was easy.
You said Chris Jones. You got me real scared, real fast.
Did I say Chris Jones?
I thought live on BCP, Chris Jones has signed with the Chicago Bears.
No, I'm an asshole. Fact or fiction? In 119 regular season games with the Bears, from 65 to 73, Dick Butkus posted 49 takeaways, 27 fumble recoveries, and 22 interceptions. Fact
sounds
or
like
fact?
sounds like a fact.
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 Sorry, chat. I should let you guys respond. Here's another trivia question. Running back and return man Gale Sears set a single season record that still stands with how many touchdowns in a 14-game season in 1965?
What's the record from Tomlinson? Isn't it like 20 something?
20.
No, like total touchdowns in 1 year for Tomlinson was like high 20s. I thought it was like 28.
26.
Yeah, that was in the.
So my guess for Gale Sears here is going to be 19 in a 14-game season.
He scored. It was a 14-game season. He scored 6 against San Francisco in one game.
Oh, so 19 might be too low, but I'm still sticking by 19.
I'll say 20.
Foster, just say 18 to piss me off.
I'm going to say 24.
Oh, so I'm the low baller. Okay.
I'm too
Chat?
high.
I got a 26 from Bruja. Got a 22 from Cliff Victoria.
Whoa.
Got 32 from Doug Van Dorn.
Yeah, Doug, what are you referring to? Are you referring to Gale Sayers or Tomlinson? Because I don't even think LT got 30 touchdowns in 1 year. But
How many touchdowns did Gale Sayers score for a record that still stands
21.
in a
Armando Lara.
season?
19.
Armando
Wow,
says 21.
Doug thinks he got 32 touchdowns.
I don't know the answer. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess 28. You guys want to know the answer?
Yeah.
Anybody else in the chat?
22.
22.
Cliff Victoria looked it up on his phone.
Fucking bastard.
Fucking cheater, Cliff. Fact or fiction? Just kidding, Cliff. The Bears' 2022 rookie wide receiver Velus Jones finally caught a career-best 62 passes in his final
Fiction.
season at
Fiction. Oh, at Tennessee, I'll still say fiction, but could be fact.
He caught 62 passes in his final season at Tennessee. Velus Jones Jr. Fact or fiction?
Fiction.
Fiction.
I'm going to go fact.
Chet?
It's false.
False, says Cliff.
Armando says fiction.
Fiction.
DVD says fiction.
Fiction.
Mayhem says Velus Jones is terrible.
That's real.
Mr.
That's
Mayhem.
real. A good capstone to this episode.
What's up, Mayhem?
That's real.
Good to see you again.
Mm.
All right. The answer is fact.
Fuck.
Whoa. Who was that other wide receiver who was the stud on that team?
Herman Moore?
No, on Tennessee.
No,
Yeah,
on Tennessee with Velus.
Yeah.
There was some silly head.
Some speedster. I don't think it was another speedster. Too.
I don't
I
even think it
still,
was a
I still wish Poles would have traded back and drafted Romeo Dobbs.
Well, I was thinking
Not
about
anymore, you don't.
what about the
Why?
St. Brown brother?
What happened to Dobbs?
Because he's on the Packers. I don't know.
Oh.
Fuck the Packers.
So Velus can
Fuck Romeo Dobbs. Get him on the podcast. I'll tell him.
But what about St. Brown? I'm on St. Brown.
Amon Ra's a bastard.
No, he's not.
Yes,
Trivia.
he is.
No, he knows his father.
Yes.
Very much so.
Nah.
What AFC linebacker was the only NFL player to post more sacks in 2021 than the Bears linebacker Robert Quinn with 18?
Probably TJ Watt.
Wait,
AFC linebacker that had more sacks than Robert Quinn in 2021.
TJ Watt is the answer to your question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Steelers.
think you're right.
I agree with that.
Think.
Chat. Too late. You are correct. TJ Watts.
Man.
Fact or fiction?
Uh-oh.
I have this my wife got me a calendar.
True.
That every other day
True.
is a
Kitty?
fact or fiction.
Your wife is named Kitty. True. Yeah, Kitty.
Yeah,
Bro,
Kitty.
you're pointing the wrong way. You got it.
Yeah. My wife down there.
Huh?
Yeah. Fact or fiction? At the outset of the '88 season, former Bears tight end Mike Ditka was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. after the 1988 season.
After he won the
19?
Super Bowl?
At the outset of the 88 season, former Bears tight end Mike Ditka was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. At the close of the season, he was honored as the Associated Press NFL Coach of the Year for leading the Bears to a division title. Fact or fiction?
I would say fiction.
I think it feels like fiction too.
Yeah, it's fiction.
Doug Van Dorn says fiction. Matt Kedro says fiction. Bruja
Bruja.
says false.
Fact.
Wow.
88.
What
I
took
thought
so
he was-
long?
Yeah, I thought he had already been in the Hall of Fame when
That was my
when he won the
reasoning
Super Bowl.
too. Yeah.
At what Athletic Coast Conference school did Trenton Gill average a school record 46.3 yards per punt before the
Trenton.
Bears drafted him in the 7th round of 2022?
I don't
North
even know
Carolina
one
State.
team in the ACC.
What
North
school?
Is Florida State in the ACC?
What Atlantic Coast Conference school
Yes.
did
North Carolina State.
Trenton Gill?
I'll
North
say
Carolina State?
Florida State. I don't know a team in the ACC.
UNC, North Carolina State, Clemson, Wake Forest, all these. Yeah,
I have no idea. I'll be honest with you.
And now there's this whole college football realignment too. So
that's crazy.
Ooh,
Boston
I like-
College is a good answer. I like it.
Armando's answer. I think I'm going to go with Armando's answer, Boston College.
Wow, what an original.
Piece of crap, Shorty. Oh,
I
sorry.
say North Carolina State.
Foster's statement is fact. No, it's-
Oh, I was going to say North Carolina State. That's the answer.
That's what PJ said?
Yes, sir.
Fact or fiction? The Bears limited the Giants to -6 yards passing while easily winning in Week 17 of 2021.
What?
Did the Bears in 2021 beat the Giants by limiting them to -6 yards passing?
Yes.
Was this the game that Saquon Barkley tore his ACL?
I believe you're correct. Yes.
The year after that?
I didn't know it was week 17 though. That's the only hiccup.
You're saying it was week 17?
No, the Bears.
That's not the game that
Oh, yeah, it isn't. Yeah, Week 17.
So no, that is not the game
that's
that
not
he
the
tore his
game because that
ACL.
was like week 2.
4. Yeah,
Yeah.
It
exactly.
was early.
Yeah.
So
I
that
don't
was the
know.
last one. And
Is it fact or fiction?
I thought that's what they did for the half. Was -7
I'm gonna
yards
say
or something.
fiction.
Bruja says fact. Cliff Victoria says true. Doug Van Dorn says fiction. Minister Charles says false. Fiction by Armando Lara. And Matt Kidrill says true.
What fiction is Armando Lara talking about? Oh, it's fact.
Fact.
It's fact. Wow.
All right.
I did not know it was week
Alright.
17. Wow. Okay.
All
I
right.
knew it was
Alright.
late. I just thought that was like for the half.
All right, 2 more. What uniform number did Bears wide receiver and Pro Bowl return?
Kevin Hester?
Yeah. Never mind.
23 next.
One more question. 2 more questions. Fact or fiction? Running back Walter Payton gained more yards from scrimmage for the Bears from 75 to 87 than any other player for any other given team in NFL history.
Starting what year?
75 to 87.
75 to 87. That's his entire career. Matter of fact,
That's
he
another
played his
fact.
first preseason,
It has to be
preseason
fact.
game 49 years ago this week.
Yes, sir.
30.
Isn't Walter Payton still the all-time rushing leader?
No.
No.
Who surpassed him?
Emmitt Smith.
Oh, you're
As
right.
well as Barry Sanders, I believe.
No, Bears. Nobody else did. But
No,
Emmitt.
Barry didn't pass him.
I thought
Okay.
he retired. That's right.
Last
He
trivia
retired
question.
early.
At
So was
what?
it, so who? What was the answer?
It was fact.
That was a
Oh,
fact. That was easily a
okay.
fact.
Yeah, if
It was
Walter
so easy,
Payton
I
was at
totally-
one point the NFL rushing leader, he definitely had more
Yeah,
yards
that
than
was his
anyone
whole-
else. And he threw the ball, which counted.
At what Indiana school did the Bears hold their annual training camp? This is a good question for the moment. At what Indiana school did the Bears hold their annual training camp for 31 seasons, beginning in 1944?
Notre Dame.
That sounds good.
I like that answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Notre Dame.
Good
Anyone
choice.
else?
Was it Purdue?
What's your answer?
Notre Dame.
Valpo.
Valparaiso.
Good luck.
That's what Raging Oracle says.
I'll just tell you. St. Joseph's College,
Oh man, that's right. I know the story.
Rensselaer, Indiana.
Wow.
Why would the Bears have training camp in Indiana?
I can see if it's northwest Indiana. Pretty close.
I got one more factor.
Let's just have the Bears play training camp at Gary, Indiana, and see if anyone gets injured.
One more factor fiction. Tackle Larry Borum, a 5th-round pick of the Bears in 2021, started 8 games in his rookie season. Factor fiction.
Fact.
Fact.
Chat.
Where have the good times gone, Larry Borum?
Did Larry Borum start 8 games as a rookie? Fact or fiction?
Yes, he did. It's fact.
Doug Van Dorn says fact.
VHS, good man, good man.
Fact. You guys
says fact.
You guys are true Bears fans.
Yeah.
Charles Johnson says fact.
Factum on
Minister
Leo
Charles
Factor
Johnson.
says fact.
MCJ.
Look at that. I accomplished my entire list of shit that I wanted to talk about tonight. Look at that. Including calling you Carl with a fucking...
The shit list. Bravo.
Yes, thank you. I actually adhered to some pre-planning for the show. I'm proud of myself.
Don't hurt yourself.
I just did. That actually hurt. My wedding ring hurt my back.
Pause. Cliff.
Why is Cliff coming for you, Carl? Huh?
No, you got to call him Carl, Cliff. Carl with parentheses.
You guys.
Hey, Brewhaw7 asks, was the Chicago rant on the list?
No, that was off script. I apologize.
But it had been brewing.
Now, chat, you have to let us know.
Brewhaw.
Do we release the CHGO rant as a dedicated clip this week?
No. Please, no.
Why not? Scared? Are you scared?
I am.
Then you guys can tweet it out from the BCP Twitter at Greg Braggs.
I'm
No.
sure everyone in here loves CHGO. I didn't mean to offend anyone. It was just like, stop giving your money to them. You might as well give your money to the smaller shows, man. Don't give your money to those guys. They're a big name fucking business.
Please do not put that in a short clip. Please.
Do not.
I already did. It's already live. You guys haven't even seen. I'm just kidding. I did not do that. Everyone's holding their butts right now. They're all clenching.
Yeah,
We're gonna get canceled.
I don't want to be put up against CHGO.
I do.
Let's
Let's do it.
Let's walk to the CHGO set and bring the trivia and say whoever wins trivia night gets the CHGO channel. Why not? Are you guys scared? Let's do it. We've been practicing.
Putting out content every day, I'll pass.
Oh, Raging Oracle. We're spirit animals. They suck ass. I love it.
But Raging, who's they? We need to know who they is.
I know. We know who he's talking about.
No, I think Raging Oracle should put it in the chat for us to put on the screen, but
Okay, Carl.
I'm just poking the bear.
I had to do it, man.
I'm poking the bear.
DVD. Here's my thing with Adam Hogue. He works for The Athletic. He has the Hogue and Johns podcast. Oh, now he's also part of CHGO. It's just the whoring themselves out. It's just it leaves a bad taste with me.
Carl's a professional.
I don't. That's what I'm saying. They've hired everyone thinks that there's some startup, small time. No, they're controlled by a billionaire or a millionaire who made the whole thing happen. Got the Adam Hogues, got the Carms, got the only real podcaster is Greg Braggs, whom I really have an admiration for because
Wasn't Olin on there?
Huh?
Once upon a time, didn't Olin start off on there? Olin Krutz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on there.
Well, they got him because of their big name status. They're able to
Actually, maybe Olin was on NBC Sports Chicago. I can't remember.
No, he was on there too, but he was on CHGO and choked out Adam Hogue. Right?
Yeah.
They choked him out.
I thought that was on NBC Sports, if I'm being honest.
Probably choked him up because he was, working
because
5
Adam
jobs.
Hogue is
He has
not
no
on
business doing
NBC
it.
Sports.
Well, after you hit a former NFL or an actual NFL player in the head with a dumbbell, choking out Adam Hogue is probably nothing too hard to do. But
Well, I shouldn't say choked out. Let me rephrase that. I apologize.
pause.
Using that terminology, but I heard there was
Pause.
some type of altercation there. So
Yeah, me
A
too.
scuffle.
where we're not spreading false information.
We can't do anything worse than chat sports, right? So
Well, I just don't want to,
we're getting demonetized, boys.
So but he started off there. I remember Olin starting off over there, and then because of what happened on CHGO, then he got, if I remember correctly, then he got removed from NBC Sports Chicago.
That absolutely happened. You are correct.
Ha! Have you Leo? Have you guys seen how Hogue has yelled at Braggs? No, but I because I don't watch that show. I'll put it on for a few minutes until I get boiling red, and I just turn it off because I once watched a show for 3 minutes and fucking what's his name, Moriano. He's like, what? No super chats?
Wow.
Can you imagine if I said that to you guys? Well, guys, there's 72 of you watching right now. No,
we're not any better.
Where's my money, guys?
We're not any better.
What the fuck, man? That just I was just
Cash app thing in there.
we don't have a cash app, so
Who does? Who has the Cash App, Shorty?
Everybody.
some people do. We don't.
I know who has it.
We're not here for money. We're here for fun, and that's the main reason why we're here. We're here for you guys. That's it. And I just want you guys to know that. So I apologize for my rant. If you like CHGO sports, I apologize. Some people really love CHGO
Like
sports.
Dave Chappelle, you got to keep it real, man.
Yeah.
You got to
Like I
keep it
said,
real.
It ain't
I
about
think-
competition. It's just about having a good
Until
time.
it goes wrong.
No,
I
that's
just think if you already have a job reporting on the Bears, you don't need to have 3 podcasts reporting on the Bears. Go do your fucking job reporting on the Bears and leave the podcasting up to us. That's what I'm saying. But who am I? I'm just
You are.
this is the audition tape for CHGO.
I'm gonna get. They're gonna call me
would
next.
love
week
to
for
be
job
on your
interview.
show,
See you guys
guys.
later. I'm going over to CHGO. Everyone's gonna be like, "You fucking traitor!"
Fuck out of here, man.
All right. Well, that was a good rant. I hope you guys, don't hate me for shitting on CHGO. I just it's my own personal standing. You guys are welcome to your own opinions. We appreciate all of you guys hanging out with us tonight. We appreciate seeing you, every one of you, here with us every week because we do this for you and nothing else. So,
Yeah, we do enjoy interacting with the chat here, and you don't have to have a super chat to get your comment posted, shown, or responded to.
and we don't go, what? No super chats?
I'm definitely adding that as an audio clip and using that frequently moving
Do
forward.
not. I'm gonna fire your ass.
What contract are you terminating?
Your
Hey,
contract
I
Sure.
don't know, but it's Carl's
Carl.
contract.
The name's Kitty, guys.
Carl.
Come on, get it right. It's
We're
Kitty.
just here to talk
Carl.
football,
Kitty.
Carl.
have fun, talk football,
I agree,
And
Rachel
man,
Markle. I agree.
actually enjoy each other's takes on different topics. So, again, allowing a space to where you can talk about personal things if you like, but hopefully not too personal. But I did want to share the personal thing about my grandson. And kids, thank you for sharing yours. And it's like Cliff, who shows his menus as far as his cooking recipes. Great.
And advertises his wife. $5 a feel.
Dang. so yeah, guys, this show, we're not always serious and always on topic, but we have a good time here, and that's the whole point of why Shorty created this content. And myself and Foster have been here pretty much for the beginning. We appreciate Carl joining us, but yeah, have a good time here.
Listen, anyone, I'm kind of tossing around a new idea where I would like people from chat to email us at BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. And if you would like to have a clip that you would like us to play, listen, you can make it an audio or a video clip. If you just want it to be a recording on your phone that you email us, we will play that clip. I want to kind of do maybe a little fan segment, like a little chat segment where if you want your video to be aired, we can do that for you. If you just want it to be audio, we can do that for you as well. But if you want to just have your say, you want to have a voice and have it, give us a 30-second rant on something, we would love that. Because this show is made by the fans for the fans. It's all about you guys. And I would love to know, if you guys are interested in that. And if you are, I would love to see that happen, because that would be more of the fruition of this channel coming to life, because I would love that. I would just love it.
What do you see what Stockton 209 Bravo says?
We'd love to have you, Stockton. Email us at BearsCountryPodcast@gmail. The description, the email is in the description of every single show. Go to the description right now. Email us, and we'd love to have you on the show, Stockton. Absolutely. And if you would like to just have a 20, 30, 40-second clip, and you don't want to be on the show, but you want to voice your opinion on something, please send that to us too. We'd love to have that. That's what we're all about.
Sounds like a beautiful idea.
Send us the emails with what you'd like to do, and we'll try to make it happen.
Absolutely. Fucking-lutely. God, that handlebar mustache, Foster, is just...
It's making him wet.
Yeah. I just don't. You don't remember, do you? Because you've seen me in so many different faces that this is how it was in the beginning.
I'm trying to go back to. Let me see.
Back in the time.
Look at Raging Oracle. Oh my goodness.
Let me see. How far do we have to go back here?
God,
you gotta read it now, Carl.
Get in the back.
What's up, Ravi? What's up, Ravi?
Listen, Robbie.
What's up, Robbie?
By the way, Matt, what are you talking about here? I think Carl's going rogue. What are you going on about, bud? I would love to know what you're going on about.
You're just going on rogue, man. You're just rogue. One rogue right there.
Rogue what? What are you talking about?
You don't know what rogue means?
Well, that's the thing. These old guys abducted me, so they have no idea what the Thines My Podcast is. They think that I'm spinning off. It's quite the opposite.
Yeah.
We abducted him?
You're kind of right, Foster. It's not quite the same. You're
What the hell is this?
We had Jordan Severa on our show one time?
Yeah, we had lots of people. There's been a lot of people on our show. Look at that. That's your brother. Samo. Yeah. Well, so you didn't quite have the yeah. You didn't quite have the chin pussy, Foster.
Please like and subscribe.
Look at my picture right there. Right there.
Hold on. I got
the horseshoe right there on the picture. Not just me on the screen. Look at the picture even.
Yeah, but your mustache is far more overgrown right now, and you actually have stubble on your chin. You didn't have quite the chin.
Happens, Dan. It can't be perfect every day. Fuck. Fucking guy.
God. Please grow that back by next week. Please. It was distracting for me the entire show.
No, I'm going to shave it off and not shave it till the Bears make the playoffs again.
You lost your bottom lip when your beard went away.
For old man Logan.
Remember that? So Shorty goes out. We come on the show, Carl. PJ, you remember this? He's like, all right, Foster and I are going to shave our beards off, and not shave them until the Bears make the playoff. And about 5 or 6 weeks later, Dan goes, "Oh, I forgot about that," and I've already got this freaking
I'm looking at you going, why is your beard so... Oh,
crap. I
Oh,
forgot, you bastard. What did I do? I went all the way to the end of this? No, what did I do? I ended up shaving it on here, I think. It doesn't matter.
PJ, the minister has a question for you.
You did. You shaved it here.
I think I got it from Amazon.
Nice.
Boo.
I think.
Not the end.
I know why. I tend to buy only 39.30 or 30.39, 39.30.
39.30 is that stuff, yeah, for sure.
Those are ball caps I buy. I like the
way I got
fit.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right, Foster.
Yeah, 39.30. I looked up 39.30 and wherever they were.
Foster's copying my look right now with the beanie. Okay.
Thanks, Charles.
No, that hat right there is probably 15 or 16 years old. So I'm not copying your look, man. There's no,
bro, you're copying me.
He has underwear older than you, kitty.
Real. That's real. That's a real statement.
I don't. Trust me, I don't.
That's a lie. You're lying.
Not like you, Dan. Walking around in shredded yellow paper.
Tidy whiteys have become tidy yellow and browns.
They look like pom-poms when he wears them because they're just shredded pieces.
Yikes, man. Yikes, man.
Stained yellow underwear that used to be worn.
Yeah. Cliff, it sure is.
From 1989.
Yes.
Carl, remove the name Kitty. You're insulting my wife.
Whoa.
Yeah, won't get me to get in those wife jokes. So I ain't going there. Mama jokes, wife jokes, nope.
For more similar content, follow the BCP YouTube channel and watch the Last Call at House Hall on Mondays. Get some Dan Aguirre action going.
Yeah,
then we'll talk about some handlebar mustaches.
Yeah,
he's getting married here, what, today, tomorrow?
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to Dan Aguirre from
today.
Oh, it's today, okay. Congratulations,
today.
Dan and your wife.
Dan and Nikki.
Nikki, okay, yeah. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations, Dan and Nikki.
Man. Many years of happiness to you.
Aldo flew out there to Ohio today for the wedding too.
Yeah.
He got married and he's going to a he had backstage passes to a Marilyn Manson concert. He sent me this picture.
I can honestly say I've never met a person who has been to more concerts than he has.
Me either.
Seems like I hear him talking about going to a concert at least every couple of months.
Oh, every couple of weeks.
Who are we talking about? Dan Aguirre?
Yeah, he goes to a lot of concerts.
I just went to Lollapalooza, and me and my girlfriend, I think, got COVID. But it was a lot of fun.
Dang.
Oh, that's why you were sick.
No, I was sick before then.
Well, that's what
and
it
then
was.
I came. I was
so you gave everyone that Lollapalooza COVID.
Exactly. I was starting to come back from it. What am I going to do? Say sorry on my ass and watch my girlfriend go to Lolla, or am I going to go with? And I had already paid for the stuff. I'm $200 deep.
Well, you
months
stay
in
at
advance.
home and not spread the sickness there, sir.
What are you talking about? People are coming from Ohio and every corner of the earth just to spread COVID, just so they can see the bands they want to see. Exactly. That's how this stuff goes, man.
Yeah, spread it.
That's how it goes.
Spread it.
It's a music festival.
Oh, is it a music festival? Okay.
Lollapalooza. So
I know. I can't believe that PJ never heard of Lollapalooza.
Quick story before we end this. I used to, absolutely hate cilantro. And I went to Lollapalooza, and then I went to this taco stand, and it was like shredded pork tacos, and all they had was limes, onions, and cilantro. And I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll put it on this. So I loaded up with all three. Oh my God. That was the day that I fell in love with cilantro. And ever since then, I've loved it. But before that, I have always I despised cilantro. But it was a Lollapalooza that got me. So every time I hear the word Lollapalooza, I think that's what made me like cilantro. Weird.
How do you not like
Very.
I hate the Packers.
Shit. Fuck Green Bay.
Fuck Green Bay. Let's get a quick fuck Green Bay out of you guys from chat before you.
Simple equation. FGB equals on the screen.
We're going to do something a little different tonight. We've got a 3-minute, 23-second awesome Bears training camp highlight video from Bearsky and Chat. Bearsky, thank you for joining us tonight.
He has been making his rounds. Seems like we've been hearing his name on other shows a lot.
Bearsky's on his he's like touring right now. Yeah, that's right.
that's
He's
right.
at Aldi Gondor. He was on Aldi Gondor's show. Aldi Gondor went on Bearsky's show.
Yeah,
he's on. It's the summer tour of Bearsky.
Adam Mason.
Yes.
I saw Bearsky on Adam Mason a long time ago, and I didn't know that was Bearsky.
Yeah.
Bearsky was also on the Thines My podcast. I don't know if you guys have seen the Thines My podcast.
Don't even know what you're talking about. What is that?
Right here. The Thines My podcast.
For anyone that does not know.
What does that mean?
Stop. Don't waste your breath. It's fine.
Carl over here has his own
Kitty
called the Thines My podcast. Check that out as well, guys. Make sure you guys check out Bearsky Films as well. And we're going to end this awesome, fun show with a good 3-minute highlight from Bearsky Films. And we'll see you guys next Thursday after another Bears win this weekend against the Bills. Right?
Stick around, guys. Watch out for Bearsky on YouTube. We're going to play his clip right now, guys. Are we out of here? Are we going to hit him with a 3-2-1 Bears?
Let's do it. Let's do it. A 1-2-3 Bears. We'll play the clip. We'll get out of here. We'll see you guys next Thursday. Wait, let's get to chat really quick before we do that.
We got Matt Kedro, Raging Oracle, Eduardo. I'm going to let Shorty pronounce that.
Eduardo.
Isaac Rodriguez.
There you go. Cliff Victoria, Bruja 7.
Armando Lera Jr. and Petty Lera. Thank you for joining us tonight. Great to see you guys in here.
Stockton 209 Bravo.
Armando Petty, I'll see you tomorrow morning in the Sports Zone Chicago chat. For anyone that also doesn't know that, Sean Sierra, check that out. Great show. Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. It's what I have on while I'm working. It's hard to work because
Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays?
Yep. Every morning.
How are they live tomorrow morning?
Right.
Tomorrow's Friday, sir.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Sorry.
I like it.
And they go on at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Check them out. We'll see you. I'll see you tomorrow in chat. Armando and Patty, really appreciate you coming out here with us tonight.
10 a.m., right?
10 a.m. 9 a.m. for you.
Okay. All right.
Central time. You should broadcast things in Central time.
Kenny.
I'm in Eastern. Why would I do that?
Because this is a Chicago Bears podcast.
But everything is in Eastern time. If they say, hey, Dukes of Hazzard's on tonight, it's at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
That's your problem, not ours.
I'm going to interrupt this.
What are you, coast biased too, Shorty?
And say,
yeah, what are we, flyover states?
Kenny. Appreciate you, Kenny.
Son of a bitch.
Who else we got in chat?
Kenny, good to see you again, Kenny.
Cliff Victoria.
Armando
Lara. Bearsky Film.
Bruja. I didn't know Bruja was from Canada, by the way. Awesome for you, Bruja. I wish I was in Canada.
Jason UK.
Too fucking hot down here.
Robbie, come up.
Go to Alaska.
Popping in, man.
Minister Charles Johnson, congratulations on your ministry. That is awesome for you. That is awesome for you. You know, because I know we've talked about some personal things in your life, and I am so happy for you, Charles. That's awesome. Good for you.
Are we talking about Minister Charles Johnson?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Stockton 209
PJ
Bravo
loves a good Johnson.
Great to see you in chat tonight, Stockton. If you want to join the show, email us at BearsCountryPodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to have you on the show. Robbie, come up.
Make sure you donate to the Cash App.
King Buka World. What? No super chats?
Steve S. Eric Harper. Steve Phillips. Man.
Steve S. My guys.
Cliff, if you are legitimately frustrated by myself, I will fuck off. But I have great respect for you and feel that you are understanding of my banter.
Are you
Ron Winarski?
But you get under my skin at times.
Are you one of my unknown
Cliff, I still haven't seen yourself and Don Burr in the same room together. So unless you can disprove that.
Leo Factor 1.
AC Adam, Matt Kedro. By the way, Leo Factor 1, great to see you again, man. I know it's the off season. You're coming back around for the gearing up for the season. Can't wait to see you again in here and chat with us. We love you. Been
New
here
breed.
long time listener.
New
Oh
breed.
no!
Atmos.
Oh no!
I
New
can't,
breed.
I can't scroll at all, man.
Team
You're
Booker
on your
World.
own, Pete.
I got you, Foster.
New breed.
Patty
Thank you so
Laura.
much. Our resident Lions fan, New Breed, hanging out with us. Much love. We appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Steve.
MK
Mike
MK
Muffin? McMuffin?
Dude, that picture's awesome. That's the Aaron Rodgers with
Oh,
his
that's
helmet half off.
badass.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's like a caricature.
Muffin.
Yeah.
Where have you
Jeez,
been my
Lord.
whole life,
Shout
McMuffin?
out, brother. Here, hold
Hey,
on.
Where did
Muffin.
McMuffin come from?
Leonidas.
Shit. Fuck Green Bay.
Atmos.
Atmos. Over here.
Matt Kedro. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, Keds. I know you're a busy man as well. It's good
Last
to
popped
hear.
in. So, yes. Thank you guys for joining us. If we miss your name, we apologize. But, man, each and every one of you, we truly appreciate. Thank you for your support. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for your input.
We truly
Simple.
love and appreciate you. I'll say it for the 100 millionth time. We do this because of you. Only because of you. So thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. We will see you next
Scottish
Thursday.
Bear. Yes.
Scottish Bear. Love you, Scottish. Thanks for hanging out with us so late. What a trooper. My goodness. Guys, we're going to end this with a 3-minute video of camp highlights courtesy of Bearski Films. We'll see you guys next Thursday on a 1, 2, 3. Next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern time on a 1, 2, 3 Bears. Let's fuck off. 1, 2, 3 Bears.
Bears.
The Bears.